Here at Home Team Sports TV, we're here to highlight our local businesses and our student athletes and put them on a path to success. Through our social media platforms and our live event production, we look to shine a light on our local community and our talent from our student athletes.
Home Team Sports TV is more than a brand, it's a movement. We're combining creativity, innovations, and smart solutions for companies of all sizes. With unmatched dedication and community focus, we're proving that the right exposure can lead to a successful future.
And remember,
we are Home Team.
Hey, I'm Jeremiah.
And I'm Braden, and we are Brothers Bin Blasting, your bin blasting all-stars.
A unique sanitizing service begins right after your local trash collection. With a scheduled pickup time and location, we arrive promptly to clean your bins on the spot.
Our advanced 360-degree cleaning heads and pressurized water heated to over 200 degrees ensures a powerful blast blasting away 99% of all germs and bacteria. Visit our website at brosbinblasting.com and use code GETBLASTED to receive 50% off your first cleaning.
The Eastern Panhandle is home to teachers and healthcare workers, farmers and fishermen, servicemen and women, golfers, bicyclists, and people who love the outdoors. Where we call home isn't any one thing, so we're not either. At Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, we are honored to help you plan a celebration of life that reflects one's individuality. Our trusted local team is here to see that your wishes are honored and that your special story is told.
Transform your yard with custom fence and deck, where elegance meets function. Serving Martinsburg and surrounding areas for over 30 years, our expertly crafted decks and fences offer both beauty and protection. From classic woodwork to modern vinyl, experience the craftsmanship that truly elevates your space.
Hey guys, I'm Kyle with True Performance Fitness. I'm one of the owners here. True Performance Fitness as a whole, we brought this gym to the area and we wanted to bring every walk of fitness in one building. So that's exactly what we did. We have strongman, powerlifting, bodybuilding, CrossFit. We have posing rooms, a full turf, a full track outside. We even have a basketball court. We wanted everything to be under one roof. So that's just kind of the thing that we did. We also went out and we made sure that we got top of the line equipment. We also make sure that all the pads and everything are getting replaced and all the machines are being taken care of properly. That's just something we strive to do for this community. We also like to give back to the community with donations, fundraisers, and other stuff for like kids and the families around. So that's just kind of who we are as a gym, and we're looking forward to seeing you guys.
This is Jimmy, General Manager at Ameritech Tire and Auto, here to serve you with all your auto repair and service needs. We are a family-owned business serving our community since 2003. We work on all makes and models from vintage cars and trucks to collectors to today's latest, newest vehicles. So stop in and see us at one of our 2 locations. See you soon.
Here at Home Team Sports TV, we're here to highlight our local businesses and our student athletes and put them on a path to success. Through our social media platforms and our live event production, we look to shine a light on our local community and our talent from our student athletes.
Home Team Sports TV is more than a brand, it's a movement. We're combining creativity, innovations, and smart solutions for companies of all sizes. With unmatched dedication and community focus, we're proving that the right exposure can lead to a successful future.
And remember,
we are Home Team.
Since opening in 2017, we have been the local hangout spot to watch a game and meet up with family and friends. With over 15 TVs, there isn't a bad seat in the house. We have arcade games, including the world's largest Pac-Man, 2 pool tables, and more, serving a full food menu ranging from appetizers to steak dinners, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., 7 days a week and later on weekends. Daily drink and food specials, and of course, happy hour from 3 to 6 Monday through Friday. Come on out to Benchwarmer Sports Bar and Grill.
Looking to enhance the beauty of your outdoor space? Look no further than RNL Landscapes. We understand that your outdoor space is more than just a yard. It's a place where memories are made with loved ones and where you find peace and tranquility. Our team of professionals will work closely with you to bring your vision to life. From expert design and installation to meticulous maintenance, we are committed to delivering breathtaking results that will make your neighbors green with envy. With our state-of-the-art equipment, we guarantee exceptional craftsmanship that will withstand the test of time. Contact RNL Landscapes today and let us turn your dreams into reality.
I understand that each client is unique and has their own real estate needs. Whether you are buying, selling, renting, or a seasoned investor, I got your back. My name is Cheryl Yates, an award-winning realtor with ERA Liberty Realty.
I've known Cheryl Yates for over 30 years now, and I've always found her to be the consummate real estate professional. On a personal level, Cheryl has handled 3 sales for us over the past 15 years or so and has done an excellent job on each and every one of them. She communicates extremely well, and you never have to worry about where you're at in the sales process.
What I like about Cheryl is she's dependable, she's on time, she's flexible, and she works hard to get the job done. We had our sales very quickly through Cheryl Yates.
Whatever your real estate needs may be, remember me. I'm the key to buying or selling your home.
Buying or selling real estate? Catrow Law is the local choice for real estate closings. In fact, we were honored to be chosen as the best of the best real estate closing attorneys for 2022 by the Martinsburg Journal. With offices conveniently located on Foxcroft Avenue in Martinsburg and South George Street in Charlestown, Catrow Law proudly serves the Eastern Panhandle. Whether on the court, field, or in the classroom, we wish all of our student athletes a safe and successful.
In the market for a new vehicle? Then look no further than CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg and CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg, all in one convenient location. We have over 350 new and used vehicles available, so you'll be sure to find exactly what you're looking for. And with CMA's Love It or Leave It promise and our lifetime powertrain warranty, you can buy with confidence. Visit us online at CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg.com and CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg.com, where owners just care more.
Here at Home Team Sports TV, we're here to highlight our local businesses and our student athletes and put them on a path to success. Through our social media platforms and our live event production, we look to shine a light on our local community and our talent from our student athletes.
Home Team Sports TV is more than a brand, it's a movement. We're combining creativity, innovations, and smart solutions for companies of all sizes. With unmatched dedication and community focus, we're proving that the right exposure can lead to a successful future.
And remember,
we are Home Team.
We are partnering with Home Team Sports to help our area high schools stream their game. And we just ask that you let our home team, myself, Jared Ferguson, the agent, Dylan Brewer, and our office manager, Yatna Almonte, help you and your home team. We have an office manager that is bilingual.
También hablamos español. Puedes llamarnos para una cotización gratis.
We're also a proud sponsor of the Berkeley County Youth Flag Football League. Jared Ferguson State Farm. Protect your life.
Here at the Barn, we have been making dreams come true since 1972, where we help women feel their most beautiful for any occasion, from pageant, homecoming, and prom gowns to walking down the aisle in the perfect wedding gown alongside their bridesmaid and their family. Stop by to meet your stylist today to find an affordable gown, and we do offer layaway.
Welcome to Cookies and Milk Childcare Center. We have 2 locations conveniently located in Kearneysville and Martinsburg. Our mission is to be the leading provider of higher quality care and education services for children ages 6 months to 12 years of age. We provide the highest quality child care available at an affordable cost. For more information, contact us at 304-901-2961.
And good morning, guys, and welcome into Home Team Sports TV. We are here at Martinsburg High School for this Tri-County Championship between the freshman Bulldogs and the Jefferson Lions, guys. The freshman Jefferson Lions. I'm your host, JD Fritz, and always joining me, as usual, my broadcast partner, Drew Pitzer. Drew, how you doing this morning?
Man, we had a real long night last night. Didn't get inside till about 11 o'clock. Went to sleep, woke up, ready to get after and see some more football.
Yeah, it's nice to get out here and see these young guys, what we got coming up in the Panhandle the next several years. So can't wait to get this one started here. We got the captains coming out for each team as the Lions come out to see the Bulldogs. This is interesting, Drew, because we got Jefferson versus Martinsburg, a rivalry that we've seen many, many years now, and it's nice to see that these two guys are also in the championship.
Yeah, again, and you see Dewey McDonald out there, former NFL player. He played a lot of, played for the Seahawks, played for the Colts. He was just a tremendous athlete at Jefferson, made a bunch of big plays. And I love to see his community give back. He's just such an awesome guy and even better person.
Yeah, Dewey, his son is on the team as well. Little shout out to P. McDonald. So, Dewey got into coaching kind of when his son started coming up with the flag, and then now, waited a few years to put his son in tackle football, but made that transition in the last couple of years, and it's nice to see Dewey out there giving back to the community.
Yeah, and I love the aspect of, trying to get into flag. When we spoke to Darren Thomas last week, it really allows you to build those fundamental bases without necessarily running into each other, because, playing at 6 to 8 years old, it's everybody's choice as parents. I think it could cause your kids not to necessarily pick up the fundamental aspects of football, but when you go through that flag route, you really learn concepts, not only offensively but defensively. So I think that's the correct route. At least that's something what I would do with my kids. But again, everybody has their own choice and own personal opinions on that, but I love to see that route taken. I just think it builds better, overall fundamentals when you get into the tackling in football.
So they will start from the 40-yard line here. Pee-wee and freshmen do not have a kickoff, I don't believe. Oh, no, they're going to kick the ball off. I apologize. So the Martinsburg will kick the ball off to the Jefferson Lions. So the rules definitely are slightly different here, Drew. We're going to have to adjust to these rules a little bit as, each division, as you see them, the front line there kind of just taking a knee. The Lions will receive it there at the 45-yard line. So that's where they'll have their first possession, 1st and 10. So we'll see what Dewey and the offense has coming up here for the Jefferson Lions.
Yeah, and I think that's, from the Pee Wee division to the freshman division, obviously it's a kind of a dead space. They don't allow anybody to return a kickoff, but again, that's fundamentals, learning how to get anybody to kick the ball, also a little bit of coverage. So I like to see that, but right at the 50-yard line here at Coburn Field, it's just going to be a fun one. JD got 2 games with us, and you're doing 3 today, so I think I love when we're able to come out here, do a little bit of community give back, call out these young kids who, again, in the next couple of years, we're going to be calling their names up in the high school ranks.
Yeah, definitely, and they come out already in a empty set formation in the backfield. 2 receivers to each side. Man in motion there for the Lions. It's going to look like a jet sweep. There's going to
They're going to be a timeout already, so a little confusion there with the Lions. They'll start this first play over, Drew.
You got to love it. Before even the action starts, we already have a timeout. Obviously the Lions didn't like what they saw right there, trying to make sure they draw exactly what they want to do and maybe get points on the board right here.
I thought there was a little bit of motion, but they must have got the timeout there before. So a replay first down here early in the first quarter. 8-minute quarters here, and freshmen. So we'll do this again. Empty set again. Man in motion. Fake the jet sweep. They're looking to throw right out the bat. A little short on the pass, and that's a pretty far throw for that quarterback to make, Drew. It was way out there near the numbers.
Yeah, but the fact that Jake Ferguson felt comfortable enough to try to throw that out there, he did get about 15 yards of velocity. Again, just when you're that age, you really don't have the strength to get that all the way over. Unfortunately, you just did get there, and now it's second down.
Yeah, so it's interesting to come out. You see these youth league guys, trying to, throw the ball a little bit more like they see the older kids do a lot. Sometimes it works out well, sometimes not. That time the ball fell incomplete. So second down, direct snap there to number 21. That is August Ridgway. Picks up about 3 or 4 on the play to bring up 3rd and 6.
Yeah, again, and that's what I really like to see. Try to get behind your blockers, get a little bit of yardage back. It's definitely going to be 2-down territory at this level. See if you can get a couple more yards right here to make 4th down more manageable.
We got the sun towards our face today, so a little different than calling a game at night, Drew. So have to adjust to the sun a little bit.
Yeah, definitely a different aspect, different atmosphere, but I love to see it. The parking lot's filled up. You see the community enthusiasm. I just love to see it.
Direct snap again to Ridgway. He's going to try to cut to the outside. Ridgway has a little bit of room close to the first down. Looks like he's going to be just about a yard short. That'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and that was a good stop there by Kyan Amistadi right there. Be able to make that stop, force a 4th down. We'll see if they're able to get off the field right here.
Well, it looked like they marked him a yard short, but they put him about 3 yards, almost 3 yards short. So the ball's on the Martinsburg 47. So tight formation. Ridgway. And they got him to jump there. Number 21, Jaden Perry, just a little anxious coming across. And that's going to be an easy first down for the Lions.
And you see that at every level. Coaches are always going to try. If they're within 5 yards and maybe possibly can get a first down and 4th, why not at least line up to see if you get somebody to jump? The ball is now about the 42-yard line. 6:28 left to go here in this first quarter, JD. Again, just what a great atmosphere. You see the cheerleaders out here. It's just so fun to be in the youth leagues. This is some of the best times these kids are ever going to have.
Yeah, and it's going to be nice for these kids to go back and watch themselves, on TV later on today as the quarterback, Ridgway, looked like he was going to throw, hits the corner. There goes August Ridgway down the sideline. Can they get him? Yeah, they're going to knock him out of bounds right around the 9-yard line. So good run. Nice pickup there by August Ridgway.
And that was a great angle there that was taken by the Bulldogs, because that could have easily been 6, but you see already the fundamentals being showed. You got to beat the man to the spot. Now it's first and 10. I'm thinking there'll be an opportunity still to get a first down right here. No, that'd be 1st and goal at about the 9-yard line. So, again, great job to not give up on play, save 6 points, see if they can still find a way to get the ball back.
So good play calling, good speed there to the outside by Ridgway. So we already see he's carried the ball about 3 times now. Ridgway takes the snap again. He's going to roll to this side, looking for a man. He's got a man in the end zone. It just overthrows him a little bit. That pass intended.
That was Pierce McDonald right there, little Dewey's son.
Yeah, little P, man. Was open, just the pass was a little high. Well defended, though. Had to get it up over that corner's hands there. So bring up second down now and goal for the Lions.
And I do like how P tried to high point the football. If he was just a little bit taller, and when he gets the athleticism from Dewey in the coming years, he's definitely going to be able to bring that down. So unfortunately, falls a little short. 2nd down and goal.
Yeah, we see a lot of these kids, they change so much from the pee-wee all the way up to the varsity. You know, that's 4 years. That's a big difference. These kids grow and develop as now number 9 under center for the Lions. 2 receivers and a little movement there by number 29. That's Carson Craig, and they're going to back him up 5, Drew.
Yeah, it's unfortunate now. Got to get 13 yards to get to the end zone and only 3 plays. So great defense here from the Bulldogs. See if they can find a way to get a stop here.
So look, and I like that combination, Drew. I like to see that more on the high school level as well. You're in the gun most of the series, and then you go under center. So you just don't see that a lot especially in high school. I think it's good that even the youth league are going under center when they feel needed to.
Completely agree.
So motion there again. The handoff goes to number 29, and that's Carson. He's trying to bounce it to the outside. He's got some room near the 10, but a great open field tackle there by the Bulldogs that probably saved a touchdown.
Yeah, again, Carson Craig looked like he was about to turn that up. Great contained there from the Bulldogs defense. Now makes us a 3rd and 10. Let's see what happens.
So once was a 1st and goal from the 9. Now is 3rd and goal from the 10. So we just see what a penalty, just even a simple 5-yard false start penalty can do. That can really ruin the opportunity to put points on the board.
I mean, at all levels, anytime you shoot yourself in the foot with either turnovers or penalties, it just makes it so much harder to find a way to get into the end zone.
We'll see what the Lions have dialed up here. Little hard count, got the Bulldogs to jump, and they'll get that 5 yards right back. Be 3rd and goal from the 5.
Yeah, but half to the end zone, so 3rd and 5 here, 2 opportunities to get 6 points.
4:48 left to go here in this first quarter. The Jefferson Lions knocking on the door here on their first possession of the game. So we got 2 guys in the backfield. That's Ridgway and Ferguson. Ferguson hands it to Ridgway. No, he fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, drives forward, maybe picked up another 2 yards down to the 3. So it's going to be 4th and goal from the 3 now.
Yeah, that was great contained there on the opposite side, too. You could have easily bit on that fake handoff right there. Instead, they stayed home. Bulldogs did a great job of containing the football and getting to the ball, bringing them down. 5 yards still to get in the end zone. We'll see what the Lions draw up here, JD.
Big 4th down. It'll be good for Martinsburg if they could get this stop here. Try to keep the Lions out of the end zone. So Ridgway in the gun. He's going to take it himself straight up the middle, and he's laid out there. Good tackle. Not going to get into the end zone as the Bulldogs stop the Lions on 4th down and take over right there.
Yeah, what a great hit there by Ethan Nagoon. He just went up and made the tackle, got set, got lower than him, and drove through the football. 1st down, Bulldogs, way to make a stop after almost giving up a touchdown right there. That's why you never give up on a play. Save the touchdown, and you end up getting the ball back.
Yeah, that's a huge missed opportunity there for the Lions as they drove all the way down the field and just stalled there right inside the 10-yard line. So we'll see what Martinsburg now can do on offense.
And we'll see, exactly what happens right here and how the Lions want to defend this. I believe you're going to try to bring a lot of pressure. I'd clog up all the gaps and see if you can keep contained as well and maybe try to force a safety.
Martinsburg hurries to the line. Little bunch formation. Snap going to take it to the quarterback. I believe see if that's number 8.
Yeah, it's Kai
Jackson on the carry. Picks up a couple for Martinsburg. Yeah, they'll give him nearly 4 yards. So we'll call it 3. 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and watching them warm up earlier this afternoon or morning, Kai Jackson looks very comfortable out there, has a quick burst, just a true athlete. He's going to be something special in the coming years.
And Martinsburg always seems to be able to rebuild and reload, not necessarily rebuild, but reload with great athletes, turn into great football players once they get to the high school level. And the handoff goes straight up the middle. Great defense by the Lions. And we'll see who that was coming in there to make that tackle for a 3-yard loss.
I believe that was Corbin Sowers who came up and made that hit. Again, these young bulls are really creating contact and hitting hard, but they're also playing the legal way and tackling the right way. I love to see it. Man, what a great play from the Lions. And we're seeing a little bit of a defensive battle here as we get started.
Yeah, absolutely. It'll bring up a big third down here for the Bulldogs from their own 5-yard line. A little bit of motion here. Power to the right side. And the ball goes over Jackson's head. He gets out of the end zone, makes a nice move. He's going to pick up some yardage. Let's see if he can get to the first down marker. He does. And he's down the sideline. Can anybody catch Kyle Jackson? He's out to the 40. He might go all the way inside the 40 to the 30. Here comes somebody from the Lions tracking him down. But does he have enough? He does to get into the end zone for the Bulldogs touchdown. That's Kyle Jackson.
Yeah, you see a lot of breakdowns, but I think, was there a penalty back there? Nope, I don't see any laundry. Again, what a great play there from Jackson. Turned nothing into something. You just see that speed. It reminded me a little bit of Malik Watkins. Old Geach used to be able to just turn anything, lose the ball about 10 yards to the end zone, and score.
And Jackson takes it 95 yards to the house, Drew, and Dewey McDonald does not look happy with his defense right now.
Yeah, there's about 3 missed tackles right there. They had him right at the sticks, too, but it still forced a 4th down. Jackson made another man miss, took it all the way to the house. Great speed right there. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Yeah, well, you see who very well possibly could be the next man up here in a Bulldog uniform on this field just in the next few years is Kai Jackson. Very elusive, stiff arms a couple guys down the sideline and into the end zone for the first score of this game with 2:09 left to go here in the first quarter. Now, as we saw last week, we'll go for the conversion as 1 point. Handoff goes there to number 7. He's trying to fight his way in. He gets into the end zone for the extra point. That's Hendricks Williams.
Yeah, again, powered in right there. This offensive line is doing a great job of winning at the line of scrimmage. 7-0 Bulldogs. We'll see how the Lions will respond right here, JD.
Yeah, they're going to have to, find some stuff on offense. They had August Ridgway had a couple big runs to the outside, but none bigger than that last one from the Bulldogs we saw here in this opening quarter, Drew.
And you see, when sometimes there's a fumble in the backfield, and especially at this level, you see a lot of defenders just stand straight up like the play's over. And, Kai Jackson obviously recognized, hey, I still can make something out of this. And this is right at this age, anywhere from about 8 to 10, you really start to see the development of the true talent in football players. You can see, this guy might be something special in the next 7 to 10 years. And right now, you can see Kai Jackson immediately with that speed and that football IQ that he had to get outside and make a man miss. This is incredible to see. This Bulldogs team is special.
The Bulldogs will be set to kick it off from the 40. The Lions, all the Lions are back deep. I guess they don't.
There's no return yet. It's just
return, right?
It's basically like baseball where you play in the minor leagues and they'll pitch it, for half 3 innings and they'll go back to the pitching machine.
Ball goes pretty much straight up there, recovered by number 30 for the Lions.
I love how those 4 guys that slid right there to try to go get it, man. At least they're all going for it.
Yeah, these are freshmen, but even watching some of the Pee-wees, I was watching that game a little bit earlier before we went on air. Man, those kids are amazing. It's been many years since I've had the opportunity to watch some Pee-wee games, and they were always fun to watch. Some kids were focused into football. Other kids were picking dandelions,
It's just the beauty of sports, man.
Well, Lions come out now for their second possession of the game. Got Ridgway there in the gun. Jake Ferguson to his right. Ridgway's going to take it himself, cut up to the near side here, picks up about 3 yards to bring up second down and about 7.
And this Martinsburg defense is doing a great job of scrambling the ball. Obviously the Lions have a couple different options on the offensive side of football, and they're not scared to throw the ball either. So great concepts here early on. About a 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7.
Just under 2 minutes here to go in this first quarter. The Bulldogs strike first. A long touchdown run there by Kai Jackson. Now the Lions are trying to answer back. We've got 3 receivers there to the far side. Ridgway's going to take it. He's got some blockers in front. Picks up about another 4 yards on the play to bring up 3rd and 4 now for the Lions.
And the Lions are consistently getting a bunch of yards, outside those that penalty they had at the end of that last drive. They really drove the football on this Bulldogs team. So see if they can capitalize and be able to tie this game up.
A big third down. I wouldn't doubt they go for it on fourth. So a tight formation here with Ridgeway in the pistol. It's going to be a little wedge push up the middle. They've got enough, it looks like, for the Lions first down. They mark them right at the 40, and they're moving the chains, Drew.
Yeah, again, a little bit of tush-push action. You saw the back in the backfield. Give a little bit of extra push right there to get that first down. First down, Lions.
So as we wind down here the first quarter, I don't know why they stopped the clock. It should be continuing to wind, but they stopped it with 45 seconds left to go. So Ridgeway in the backfield again with also number 27. That's Romello Newton. Newton's going to get the handoff. Tries to bounce off a tackler. He cuts it outside. There goes Romello Newton. Can he take it to the house inside the 20? He's being chased by number 4. He does just get there. Number 4, Angelo Davis, saves the touchdown, but not before Newton gains about 40 yards down to the 1 yard line.
And that was a great adjustment there from Newton. That was originally supposed to go through the A gap on the left side. He saw a lane, saw an alley. He took it in a great speed, but also another great hustle from the Bulldogs in their secondary, saving a touchdown. Let's see if they can capitalize and force another turnover.
So if you're the Lions, you've got to get points here, Drew. It's very crucial. Your second possession, you don't want to give the Bulldogs back at the ball again. It's Ferguson to run that little tush-push action. Let's see if he's in, and he is for the Lions touchdown to make it 7-6. Bulldogs with the extra point coming up.
Yeah, that was a great play right there. Obviously, Lions bounce back. That was a tough 95-yard run that they gave up. You can see the composure that Dewey McDonald has built into this team. Let's see if they tie this up real quick as we get late here in the first quarter.
Yeah, and you just see that's the second time we've seen that little tush-push action. The coaches and these kids have been watching a little bit of NFL football. The Eagles do that very well, and we've seen other teams start to kind of adapt to doing that as well, and it definitely works. We used to call it the wedge. We would get in a wedge and formation and push forward, and it always seemed to work for a yard or two. And we'll see, and there's going to be a little early movement on the line, the end there, and that's going to back them up. So it's going to make this extra point just a little bit harder.
Yeah, and when you speak on the NFL teams doing it, obviously Philly's just so exceptional. They have a higher percentage. I think the second closest team was Minnesota, and they're only at an 87% completion rate at that. Philly's at about 95 within 2 yards. So, that's why the brotherly shove, it works so well for them. Not every team can do it, but the Lions have obviously adapted to it very well.
So this extra point becomes about an 8-yard conversion now for the Lions. Still a tight formation. Ferguson under center. He's going to be back to pass. He has a man. He catches it in the end zone for the conversion. So that ties this game up at 7. Nice call. Good ball and good catch there. Let's see who that was on the reception.
I mean, the numbers are a little hard to see.
I believe it was this young man right here, Drew, running, sprinting to.
Yeah, number 29, I believe it was. So that is
Carson Craig.
Again, we've been calling his name a little bit, but what a dot. I'm not going to say that was a primetime dime, but that was about as close as possible as being at this level. That makes it 7-7. We got a tie ball game here late in the first.
Yeah, and these players line up really quickly. We'll try to take a couple commercial breaks here and there when we can, but the transition from touchdown to kickoff is much faster here in the youth league than it is in high school. So we may not be able to take a lot of commercial breaks, but we'll do the best we can trying to get our sponsors some airtime.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, these kids just still hustle. In the high school ranks, they're too cool. They take their time getting off the field. So we have plenty of time to take commercial breaks. Then at this level, they're up and after it.
So the Bulldogs will be back to receive the kick. Not a bad kick there. It's muffed, but that doesn't matter. The ball will be down there. And they're going to mark it at the 45, and that's where the Bulldogs will take over for their second possession here. Still 13 seconds left to go in the first quarter, so this first quarter taking quite a long time, Drew.
Yeah, about 20 minutes of live time, so we'll see how much faster this game will move, but both these teams, 7-7, have an opportunity to see what Kai Jackson's going to do right here. I'm really interested to see how Hendricks Williams, if they can get him involved, because he's also a speedster as well.
Yeah, Martinsburg definitely always seems to have athletes on the field. And you definitely got to cover those corners, got to seal that edge if you're the Lions, not allow those guys to bounce it outside. So Jackson under center. He's going to hand the ball off here to number 26. He's got some room here to the near side. Broke a tackle. He's out inside the 50 to the 45, and he's going to be wrapped up there. That's Tobias Hinton on the carry. Let's see who brought him down. Looks like a few lines there on the play. Number 6.
Lucien Biggie. I love it. And again, Tobias Hinton really run the ball. He's not scared to hit these players either. So Hinton is hitting. First down, Bulldogs.
Yeah, we're got a whistle here on the field. Let's see what.
End of the first.
So that's going to do it here for the first quarter as they will switch sides, and we will take our first commercial break and hear a word from our sponsors. You're watching Home Team Sports TV. And we are back here at Martinsburg High School for this freshman Tri-County Championship game. We are all tied up 7-7 between the Bulldogs and the Lions. The Bulldogs have a first down from the Lions' 44-yard line. The handoff goes to Tobias Hinton. Oh, excuse me, no. That's number 7. Hendricks Williams again on the carry. Picks up 3 on the play.
Yeah, and watching him in warm-ups, I mean, he was really scooting and skedaddling down here. He has a lot of speed, very similar to Kai Jackson in terms of being able to get loose. So we'll see how often they're trying to get him the ball as well.
Yeah, they have a few guys to give the ball to between Jackson, Williams. You got Tobias Hinton as well, so kind of 3 guys back there that definitely can make some big plays for this Bulldog team.
And also, Amir Souré, I believe is how you pronounce his name. He was also getting quite a few touches during pregame warm-up, so we'll see if they get him involved as well.
So a little confusion there as Jackson looked like he was supposed to hand the ball if there was no one there, but they're going to get called for a false start, so that'll back them up 5 and bring up about 2nd and 13 now. Second quarter just underway here at Martinsburg High School.
And really at this level, JD, I've seen almost every play. There's been a slight false start, but they're not letting it be egregious. That was definitely an egregious false start right there.
Yeah, as the Pee-wees, as you see them, with the officiating, they let them get away with a little bit at the lower levels, and as we get older, they tighten up a little bit on some of the things. So Jackson hands the ball off to Tobias Hinton. He's looking for some yards stacked up there. Good defense by a bunch of Lions there. No gain on the play. They might have given him 1 yard.
And that was Lucien Biggie again, creating contact. He's made 3 big plays, stopping the ball carrier and allowing his team to kind of swarm to the football. 3rd and long here to see how the Lions will defend this.
Yeah, they've done a great job this series containing those backs for the Bulldogs. We'll see if the Bulldogs choose to try to throw the ball, come out in a little power I formation, a single receiver to the far side, a little fake bootlegs. Jackson has some room to the near side. Jackson's got the open field inside the 40. They do bottle him up. He's going to be short of the first down by a couple yards, but a good little bootleg out here to the near side. A good run by Jackson.
And a great tackle there from P. McDonald. Again, he saved the first down, forces them to about 4th and 2. A great run there by Jackson to give the Bulldogs a chance to get a first down.
Yeah, bring up 4th and a long 2, so no doubt they will go for it here. Kind of had everyone fooled there. Had a lot of open space here to this near side. So 4th and 2 now for the Bulldogs. Jackson under center. Hendricks in the backfield. No, that's number 2. Fumbles the ball and the Lions fall on it. So a little confusion and a mix-up with the handoff in the backfield. And the Lions have the ball with that first turnover of the game, Drew.
Yeah, again, even if that fumble didn't happen, that was great penetration there from the front line of the Lions. And now they get the ball back again. So 2 big stops for this Lions defense to see if they can capitalize on it with about 6:10 left to go here in this first half.
Yeah, just a little miscommunication between the quarterback Jackson and his running back Levi Carter. Didn't have a handle on the ball, and you got to be there when the ball's on the floor and the ground, and the Lions were able to recover. So they take over. 6:10 left to go here in the second quarter. Direct snap goes to Ridgway. He's bouncing out to the near side. Not a lot of room there. Might have picked up, about giving 4 yards on the play as he snuck around the corner. Let's bring up 2nd and 6.
See, at this level, a lot of these kids just want to go east and west instead of getting north and south. They want to find that sideline and run up it. But again, Ridgway had an opportunity to cut that up. Could have made a big play. So great defense there from the Bulldogs. 2nd and about 6.5, 7.
Yeah, and that's all the Lions need to do is you pick up, 4 yards each carry. And that results in a lot of first downs, Drew. So we're just under 6 minutes here to go, all tied up at 7. So far, a really good championship game here between the Lions and the Bulldogs. And we're going to have a timeout on the field as the Lions don't like what they saw. They want to talk it over, Drew. But we saw a lot of good action so far here in this first quarter and even in early in this second quarter.
Again, it's important to highlight these young kids. I mean, they are the future of this Eastern Panhandle. I know it might be 2032 or something next time that they're going to be really in the big time at varsity football or varsity basketball, wherever they decide to choose. But this is time to get interested in these kids, see what they have, and there's a lot of good athletes out here tonight that we know they're going to make waves in the coming years.
Yeah, and I tell you, I'm really impressed with some of the different plays. The Bulldogs, they've really come out in a lot of different formations, and we've already seen them run several different plays, and the Lions, as well. And they are definitely trying to mix the pass in with the run. Is at this level, it's not an easy thing to do to find a quarterback that can throw and receivers that can catch. But you always usually have, a couple guys that make that a little bit easier as Ridgway's trying to find some room up the middle, stutters his way out to the 45, almost the 46-yard line. So going to bring up about 3rd and short for the Lions.
Yeah, they love to get the ball in I believe that was actually number 9, Jake Ferguson, who carried the ball right there. So again, they have a couple backs that they really trust on this Lions offense, and we'll see what they call up here with 3rd and short.
So Ferguson is their more natural under the center quarterback, and Ridgway's usually their quarterback that runs, with the direct snap a lot of times. So they kind of alternate those guys, as you'll see Ridgway in motion. A little early movement, no flag, as Ferguson's dropped for no gain, and that's going to bring up a big 4th down now for the Lions.
And Brandon Wilson really beat the play off the ball, got a good jump on the snap, was able to get in there, forced a little bit of a loss, 4th and 3. I'm curious to see what they're going to call. They might dial up another pass here.
Yeah, the run with Ridgway to the outside was working really well there in the first couple series. And Ferguson actually loses maybe a yard on the play. So now we're looking at 4 and almost about 3 as Ridgway will take the direct snap, trying to find the room and get to the edge, and he does. It picks up enough for the first down to the sideline. They mark him out right around the 42-yard line. So Ridgway got to that edge, Drew, and was able to pick up enough for the first down.
Yeah, if Ridgway is able to beat you outside, you're not able to keep contained. He breaks it. He's trouble. I mean, again, he's picking up big chunks of yardage. First down, Lions.
Yeah, and if you can just get that blocking you need on the edge, Ridgway has enough speed and athletic ability to get to that sideline and turn it up and make a big play out of it. So 4:13 left to go here in this second quarter. We're still all tied up at 7. The Lions have the ball, moving now into Bulldog territory. They mark it at the 41. Single receiver over here is P. McDonald, and the whistles are blowing, and we're going to have an offsides on Martinsburg. So they'll move that ball 5 yards, and we'll repeat first down.
Yeah, just a little bit of happy feet right there, but now it's 1st and 5. Gives you a little bit better opportunity to draw up something right here. And again, JD, you like to always say, hey, this might be time to take a shot. We'll see if they want to give the ball to Ridgeway, allow them to get to the edge again, or maybe try to throw the ball downfield a little bit. But they love this tight formation.
Yeah, they do. We might have a little tush-push action again, and we do. Straight up the middle, driving forward. I believe that's going to be Jake Ferguson again. Picks up maybe 2 yards on the play.
Yeah, Ferguson really has a tough motor, too. I mean, he keeps those feet pounding. That's what you want to see in any sort of back whenever they're in contact. You don't ever stop those feet. That gets them about a yard right there. But I think that's an interesting concept. If it's 5 yards, I think the tush-push really doesn't do much. You need to at least get a little bit closer before you actually implement that.
So now you got the wide side over there. Let's see what they decide to do. Is Ridgeway will run it himself. He's going to try to bounce it outside. He's dragged down there, falls over a Bulldog player for a loss of about 2 yards. So that's going to bring up 3rd and a little bit longer now. We'll call it 6 on the play.
Yeah, and Jaden Perry was able to get a hand on him and throw him around a little bit. So makes this a little tougher of a 3rd down, but still, with Ridgeway's ability to get outside, if he could just make a man miss, he's a touchdown waiting to happen to almost every play.
Yeah, so a player down for Martinsburg. That's number 21, Perry. So he made the play but got a little shaken up. He seems to be okay. I tell you, that's one thing about these younger kids. They bend so many different ways. They're hurt for a couple minutes, and then 5 minutes later they're back jumping around, playing again. So they're like little rubber bands.
Yeah, and then you get to my age, pushing 30, and you do 15 push-ups last night, and now I can't feel my shoulder blades. So it's a little bit different whenever you're younger. You just are able to bounce back super quick.
You still complaining about those push-ups, Drew? Jeez.
First time I did push-ups in about a year and a half, JD.
So 3rd and 6 now for the Lions. They are going to swing it out here. They're looking for Ridgeway, and it falls in and out of the hands of Anthony Ridgeway. Tough play to make, but well defended there by the Bulldogs, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, Amir Sourier just, obviously he didn't make a deflection or anything, but he stepped in front of the ball. It obviously messed with Ridgeway's ability to see the vision of the football. So now 4th and about 6, let's say. You still have a lot of things that you can draw up right here to get a 1st down.
There were just under 3 minutes to go here in this first half. It's been a back-and-forth battle, all tied up at 7 between the Bulldogs and the Lions. So we got a great game going here. So 3 receivers here to the near side. Ridgeway in motion. Ferguson back to throw. He's looking for a man. He's got him downfield. It's picked off there by the Bulldogs. We'll see who that is. That's Kai Jackson making another play for his team, and he comes up huge right there, Drew.
Yeah, it's a big interception right there. Obviously, if he didn't make that play, that could have been 6 for the Lions, but nonetheless, Bulldogs take over, see if they have an opportunity to put a score up before halftime.
Yeah, tough play there. Again, the Lions move the ball fairly well and start putting a nice drive together and just kind of shoot themselves in the foot now. And we've seen both teams have turnovers, and we'll see if Martinsburg can make the Lions pay for this one.
Yeah, again, the Lions had an opportunity to really put this game in a stranglehold, because if they score right there, they get the ball first coming out in the second half. Could have had an opportunity to put 14 points on the board before the Bulldogs even saw the ball again, but nonetheless, now you're putting the ball back in Kai Jackson's hands.
The Bulldogs with just under 3 minutes to work with here in the first half start from their own 35-yard line. Got some motion going on. 3 guys in the backfield. There's going to be a flag, and they're going to get him with a false start. As we watched Zachary Snow, number 87, kind of motion back and forth, then get set, but maybe he didn't quite get set there.
I believe that was John Ryo right there, number 97. Their numbers are really confusing. That looks so close to being an 8, but there is a little bit of black that goes right there. But again, if you look at it when he turns, it looks like 87, but when he turns around, it's 97. So again, we apologize for that. That is John Ryo. A little bit confusion, but I'd love to see the kids like, hey, you got to get there.
So 1st and 15 now. The handoff goes back the other way. That's going to be number 2 or number 3. He's still on his feet, but it's going to lose. He's going to gain 2 yards on the play. So that was Levi Carter. They tried to get him the ball in the last series and couldn't get the handoff there, but this time Carter was able to pick up a couple to bring up 2nd and 13.
Again, the Bulldogs also have about 4 or 5 guys that they really trust with the football. I mean, that's why these two teams are in the championship here today. They're a bunch of tremendous athletes on both sides, and it's turning out to be a fabulous football game, JD.
Well, and the Bulldogs are going to have to watch their time. They got a couple timeouts left. We're approaching 2 minutes left to go here in the half. They've got quite a long ways to go. As Jackson sends his man in motion, that's Hendricks. He's going to give it to him back this way. Hendricks cuts it back inside, still on his feet, stumbles out to about the 38-yard line. Still going to be well short of a first down, so it's 3rd, and we'll call it 6. And we're inside of 2 minutes to go here in this first half.
Yeah, again, you see the ability of Hendricks-Williams, a little bit shifty, able to make people miss. And if he would have broke that tackle right there, he'd been dancing in the end zone, just how Jackson Rockwell was last night.
So 3rd and 6, and they don't seem to be in any hurry whatsoever, so I'm not sure if the Bulldogs realize that time is quickly running down as Hendricks is in motion. They're going to fake the handoff, give it to Kai Jackson. He's going to try to get to the edge, a flag on the play. Jackson's dancing around, doesn't have the first down. He's going to be a couple yards short, but it's going to be holding, and they're going to back them up probably another 10 yards. We'll see. It's from the spot as well. I think it's like high school rules.
And I'm going to give a shout out to Eric Carter right there, the defensive end on that play. He's got the little neck pad. He forced that hold to happen because he was keeping contained. He was not allowing Kai Jackson to get outside of the numbers. Great job right there, and just put the Bulldogs in a bad position. Now it's 3rd and long.
And that's all you got to do as the corner. You just got to turn the man up inside and wait for help. You know, you should have help with the safety, the outside linebackers there. Great job there at the corner position. So the time is running now here, close to a minute to go.
Lions still have 1 timeout left as well.
And some movement. Is there a flag? There is no flag. Everybody kind of pauses as Jackson's going to reverse field, find some room. Wow, nice move there, but good tackle there by P. McDonald there on the corner. Doesn't allow Jackson to get outside.
I mean, if Jackson's able to break that tackle for P. McDonald, again, he's taken it to the house. You saw what he did early in that first quarter. But what fundamentally sound tackle that was right there. You saw you saw P get really low right there, get on his feet, and it looks like we're having a timeout from the Lions. That is their final timeout.
Yeah, so the Lions are going to burn a timeout here. It's 4th and a long 2, almost 3, 26 seconds left to go. So Dewey in this offense wants to get this ball back. So if they get a stop here, Drew, that's going to automatically stop the clock with the change of possession, leave some time for the Lions maybe to get a couple plays in.
Yeah, again, they also get the ball first coming out in the second half. So you see Coach McDonald's going to do a lot to see if they can put a little bit of points on the board right here. I love the concept.
Yeah, that was a smart timeout because I think the Bulldogs probably would have just been content running the time down, maybe getting 1 play off and not leaving really any time on the clock.
Definitely have time for a couple plays too, but now you have no timeouts left. You're going to have to take a couple shots. But we see big playability out of Kai Jackson, too. I mean, if I'm Martinsburg, I'm going to try to see if I can get him around the edge and see if he can make a play.
Yeah, he had that 95-yard touchdown run earlier in the first quarter. We'll see what happens here on 4th and 3. Hendricks in motion. Jackson's going to roll to the far side of the formation. He's going to try to get to the edge, and they set that edge really well. But Jackson has enough for the first down, but hold on, there is a flag, and it's probably coming back.
I'm sure they're going to decline it right there because they had 2 players try to go in motion at the same time.
Yeah, he was well short of the first down. Excuse me. It was 4th and 13. So once again, setting that edge over there on the corner, forcing Jackson back up inside where he has help. And now the Lions will take over with 18 seconds left to go, Drew. And we'll see what they can do here right before the half.
Yeah, they obviously, Coach McDonald, obviously with his NFL experience, he's going to tell his guys, we have no timeouts. You either got to get a first down or you got to get out of bounds to save time. But, they have big playability. We see what they do right here. But if I'm the Lions, I'm putting the ball in Ridgeway's hands to see if he can make a man miss and try to get to that end zone.
We'll see if they try to put it in the air or hit it with Ridgeway on the outside. So we got 3 receivers come out to the far side of the formation. Sends Ridgeway in motion. That's Ferguson. Hands it to Ridgeway. Little pitch back here to this near side. Not a lot of room there, and he's going to be tackled for a loss. So Martinsburg was waiting for that, and now they have to burn another timeout. There's going to be a flag, and that's going to back the Lions up here with 9 seconds left to go.
Yeah, and at this age, though, there's going to be a lot of times where we're going to see people jumping off sides or the motion's not going to be the cleanest. You know, this is where you're developing these kids, so when they get to this next level, especially at the JV level, where the officials are going to be so much more tighter in our next game, you'll understand why. But there's just a huge difference from being 9 to 11. There's a lot of development that happens.
And like you said, with the experience and development, you know, it's fun to see these guys running these different plays and stuff. Sometimes, you know, the idea's there, but the execution isn't.
Right.
And that's what you get as Ferguson's back to throw. He's looking for somebody, but he's going to be wrapped up there. He does get it away. I don't know if they're going to call him in the grass. There's a flag on the play as well, but that's going to run the timeout, and I think they're just going to wave it off. Officials are going to confer, and he's going to talk to the defensive coach there of Martinsburg to see what's going on. But I think that's going to probably end the first half here.
Yep, intentional grounding.
They're calling intentional ground. Okay, I thought they were calling roughing the passer for a second. So that's going to do it here for your first half at Coburn Field here at Martinsburg High School, where the Tri-County Lions, freshman Lions and Bulldogs are all tied up at 7, and we're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be right back for the second half. Don't go away. After a word from our sponsors, you're watching Home Team Sports TV.
Sports TV, we're here to highlight our local businesses and our student athletes and put them on a path to success. Through our social media platforms and our live event production, we look to shine a light on our local community and our talent from our student athletes.
Home Team Sports TV is more than a brand, it's a movement. We're combining creativity, innovations, and smart solutions for companies of all sizes. With unmatched dedication and community focus, we're proving that the right exposure can lead to a successful future.
And remember,
we are Home Team.
Hey, I'm Jeremiah. And I'm Braden, and we are Brothers Bin Blasting, your bin blasting all-stars.
A unique sanitizing service begins right after your local trash collection. With a scheduled pickup time and location, we arrive promptly to clean your bins on the spot.
Our advanced 360-degree cleaning heads and pressurized water heated to over 200 degrees ensures a powerful blast blasting away 99% of all germs and bacteria. Visit our website at brosbinblasting.com and use code GETBLASTED to receive 50% off your first cleaning.
The Eastern Panhandle is home to teachers and healthcare workers, farmers and fishermen, servicemen and women, golfers, bicyclists, and people who love the outdoors. Where we call home isn't any one thing, so we're not either. At Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, we are honored to help you plan a celebration of life that reflects one's individuality. Our trusted local team is here to see that your wishes are honored and that your special story is told.
Transform your yard with custom fence and deck, where elegance meets function. Serving Martinsburg and surrounding areas for over 30 years, our expertly crafted decks and fences offer both beauty and protection. From classic woodwork to modern vinyl, experience the craftsmanship that truly elevates your space.
Hey guys, I'm Kyle with True Performance Fitness. I'm one of the owners here. True Performance Fitness as a whole, we brought this gym to the area and we wanted to bring every walk of fitness in one building. So that's exactly what we did. We have strongman, powerlifting, bodybuilding, CrossFit. We have posing rooms, a full turf, a full track outside. We even have a basketball court. We wanted everything to be under one roof. So that's just kind of the thing that we did. We also went out and we made sure that we got top of the line equipment. We also make sure that all the pads and everything are getting replaced and all the machines machines are being taken care of properly. That's just something we strive to do for this community. We also like to give back to the community with donations, fundraisers, and other stuff for like kids and the families around. So that's just kind of who we are as a gym, and we're looking forward to seeing you guys.
This is Jimmy, General Manager at Ameritech Tire and Auto, here to serve you with all your auto repair and service needs. We are a family-owned business serving our community since 2003. We work on all makes and models from vintage cars and trucks to collectors to today's latest, newest vehicles. So stop in and see us at one of our 2 locations. See you soon.
Here at Home Team Sports TV, we're here to highlight our local businesses and our student athletes and put them on a path to success. Through our social media platforms and our live event production, we look to shine a light on our local community and our talent from our student athletes.
Home Team Sports TV is more than a brand, it's a movement. We're combining creativity, innovations, and smart solutions for companies of all sizes. With unmatched dedication and community focus, we're proving that the right exposure can lead to a successful future.
And remember,
we are Home Team.
Since opening in 2017, we have been the local hangout spot to watch a game and meet up with family and friends. With over 15 TVs, there isn't a bad seat in the house. We have arcade games, including the world's largest Pac-Man, 2 pool tables, and more, serving a full food menu ranging from appetizers to steak dinners, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., 7 days a week, and later on weekends. Daily drink and food specials, and of course, happy hour from 3 to 6, Monday through Friday. Come on out to Benchwarmer Sports Bar and Grill.
Looking to enhance the beauty of your outdoor space? Look no further than RNL Landscapes. We understand that your outdoor space is more than just a yard. It's a place where memories are made with loved ones and where you find peace and tranquility. Our team of professionals will work closely with you to bring your vision to life. From expert design and installation to meticulous maintenance, we are committed to delivering breathtaking results that will make your neighbors green with envy. With our state-of-the-art equipment, we guarantee exceptional craftsmanship that will withstand the test of time. Contact RNL Landscapes today and let us turn your dreams into reality.
I understand that each client is unique and has their own real estate needs. Whether you are buying, selling, renting, or a seasoned investor, I got your back. My name is Cheryl Yates, an award-winning realtor with ERA Liberty Realty.
I've known Cheryl Yates for over 30 years now, and I've always found her to be the consummate real estate professional. On a personal level, Cheryl has handled 3 sales for us over the past 15 years or so and has done an excellent job on each and every one of them. She communicates extremely well, and you never have to worry about where you're at in the sales process.
What I like about Cheryl is she's dependable, she's on time, she's flexible, and she works hard to get the job done. We had our sales very quickly through Cheryl Yates.
Whatever your real estate needs may be, remember me. I'm the key to buying or selling your home.
Here at Home Team Sports TV, we're here to highlight our local businesses and our student athletes and put them on a path to success. Through our social media platforms and our live event production, we look to shine a light on our local community and our talent from our student athletes.
Home Team Sports TV is more than a brand, it's a movement. We're combining creativity, innovations, and smart solutions for companies of all sizes. With unmatched dedication and community focus, we're proving that the right exposure can lead to a successful future.
And remember,
we are Home Team.
We are partnering with Home Team Sports to help our area high schools stream their game. And we just ask that you let our home team, myself, Jared Ferguson, the agent, Dylan Brewer, and our office manager, Yatna Almonte, help you and your home team. We have an office manager that is bilingual.
También hablamos español. Puedes llamarnos para una cotización gratis.
We're also a proud sponsor of the Berkeley County Youth Flag Football League. Jared Ferguson State Farm. Protect your life.
Here at the Barn, we have been making dreams come true since 1972, where we help women feel their most beautiful for any occasion, from pageant, homecoming, and prom gowns to walking down the aisle in the perfect wedding gown alongside their bridesmaid and their family. Stop by to meet your stylist today to find an affordable gown.
And welcome back here to Coburn Field, where we had the Tri-County freshman lines all tied up with the freshman Bulldogs getting ready to start this second half. Before I do, I'd like to shout out a friend of mine on the officiating crew, Jess Howard. Jess, I see you out there doing some work, girl.
And shout out all the officials out here this evening. Again, been a very well officiated game too. It's a little difficult to do, freshman and Pee Wee, because you have to let a lot of things go, and natural instinct is to call everything you see as an official. So doing a good job of maintaining, competitive composure, and 7-7 game is going to be a terrific championship game here today. Excuse me.
Yeah, it's a little different. We're used to night games, Drew, and now we got a morning game. We'll have a midday game, an afternoon game. As the Lions kick it away, that's a great kick right there. It's going to roll forward, though, and again, die around the 45. Seems like that's where we start each possession. Right around the 45-yard line, the Bulldogs will take over here in the second half. So we'll see what each team has left here. We see what kind of adjustments they might make. I don't know how, what kind of adjustments, at this level they really make. Mainly maybe on some defense, some offensive line adjustments, possibly. But I'd say both teams did really well in the first half, Drew.
For sure, and maybe I sound like an old guy right here, but I wish they would at least allow the kicking team to go down and not necessarily field or make a tackle, but try to get into that routine.
And there's Hendricks Williams on the carry here to start. No gain, gets back to the line of scrimmage, bring up second down.
Yeah, that was a great tackle there by number 60. That's Thornton Woodcock. I think they call him Thor. What a great play right there, brought him down. And Hendricks, again, they're going to try to keep giving him the ball. He's got big playability written all over him. Also, Kai Jackson, I'm going to be interested to see how they continue to use him, try to see if they can get him outside the numbers and make some plays.
Yeah, Jackson had that one big run, but then after that, the Lions had done a great job there on the edge, kind of sealing the edge there, not allowing him to get outside for any big plays. We got number 26 in the backfield at tailback. That's Tobias Hinton. The handoff goes to Hinton. He's trying to get to the outside, but great defense, and that was just kind of a slow developing play, and he's going to lose about a yard.
Yeah, that was great defense there from St. Pauli. Again, tremendous fundamentals right there to go step up and make that play. Also had some help from Zachariah Kearns. So big third down here for the Bulldogs.
And again, the Lions have really stood tough there on that defensive line. Made it really tough to run anything there in between the tackles.
Yeah, I completely agree. And then obviously we had it flipped. I forgot that the Lions got the ball first in the first half, and now the Bulldogs had it here. So let's see if they can go up here and take the lead.
So big 3rd and 11 now for the Bulldogs. Jackson in the gun, little pistol formation. They're going to hand it back here to the near side. That's going to be Amir Sourier. He's stopped right there. He's going to lose another yard as a host of Lions, the whole team, and that's what you want to see. Coaches preach, I want 11 hats flying to the football, and you see all 11 guys over there for the Lions. Great job.
Yeah, regardless of hustle, you got to control the controllables. You see everybody from the Lions is sprinting and going all out to the ball until the ball carrier is down. Got to love to see it 4th and long. We'll see if we'll see a punt right here.
Yeah, kudos to Dewey getting that defense ready and all those kids just knowing where the ball was. Everybody coming over, getting in on the action is, they're going to send a couple men back deep, and I would, with 4th and 10, and again, in freshman, everyone will take a knee. Not a bad punt there. A little confusion on the returners. These guys came up to try to make the catch together. That was number 7 and number 8. Julian Chichester and Emery Harder there. But the Lions will take over from their own 37-yard line here, their first possession of the second half. 5:15 left to go here in this third quarter.
And to see if the Lions will have anything different in their game plan. Obviously, they really love to get, their best players out in space. They want to get outside the numbers, which at this level is tremendous. But also, you got to worry about getting north and south, too. A lot of times you're getting a lot of yardage going east and west. You only pick up 1 or 2 true yards.
So Jake Ferguson out here as the wing. Single receiver is number 7, Chichester. And there's a flag on the play as August Ridgway tries to get to the outside. Does pick up a couple yards. We'll wait and see what the flag is going to be. Usually that's going to be, they call
legal man downfield?
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
But it was a run play, so I'm confused.
Yeah, maybe the official gave the wrong signal there. Either way, they're backing them up 5 from the spot. So it's going to bring up 1st and 15 now for the Lions. So, we're not sure what that call exactly was supposed to be. We just know it was a penalty. There's another tight formation here for the Jefferson Lions, as it's going to be Ridgway again, right off tackle, picks up maybe 4 to bring up 2nd and 11.
And Tobias hitting in there, getting the tackle, make it 2nd and 12. This Bulldogs defense is also impressive, so both defensive units have really impressed me with just at their age, too, to be able to fill their responsibilities and can keep the edge. I'm really impressed with both these units.
So 4:20 left here in the third. They come out with 3 receivers and a tight end there, close to the line of scrimmage for blocking here. Ridgway's trying to get to the edge. He does, and he's going to turn it up. Takes a big shot there near the sideline by Kai Jackson, right around the 40. So Ridgway picks up another 3 or 4 yards on the play to bring up 3rd and 7.
Yeah, and Kai Jackson, that was a big hit right there. He really led into his shoulders. That was a legal tackle, but what a play. And it looks like we have a Bulldog shaking up.
Yeah, Jackson, not a big kid, but he uses that speed and creates that power. Comes up from his safety spot like a heat-seeking missile.
Yeah, you saw that speed in full effect right there. He tracked that ball exceptionally well, and now it's still 3rd and long. See the lines draw up here, JD.
Well, that was number 23 shaken up a little bit. Zaylen Saurier. He seems like he's going to be okay. So real tight formation here now for the Lions as Ferguson's under center. Going to get a little push there. Nowhere to go for Ferguson. Does bounce off the tackler. Picks up a couple on the play, but still going to bring up about 4th and 5 for the Lions.
And good job on Amir Saurier, because if he wasn't there, again, Ridgway could have bounced it outside, made something happen, but he was right there waiting for it to happen. 4th and about 6 or 6.5 right here.
Yeah, and I'm not sure we saw that down there when it was a 5 yards to go. Why you want to run the little push, wedge, whatever you want to call it there, knowing you're going to pick up momentum a game. It's going to end up being 4th down, and now we got 4th and medium here, so not an easy 4th down for the Lions as they have 3 receivers to the far side. As Ridgway's going to get to the outside. He's got enough for the first down. Over the 50, inside the 40. There goes Anthony Ridgway down the sideline. Can he get there? Ridgway into the end zone for the Lions touchdown.
Yeah, that was definitely Ridgway right there. Got all the way, broke that tackle. Kai Jackson almost made another big hit right there. Little juke move, got away to the end zone. Lions take a lead here about midway through the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I wanted to correct myself because I was saying his brother Anthony. It's August Ridgway. I apologize. Getting us mixed up a little bit with his brother, but Ridgway with a good speed to the outside.
And just some miscommunication right there from Martinsburg because the strong side of the field, you had 3 receivers out there that are clearly going to try to block for Ridgway. If you had maybe another defensive end containing right there, you could have stopped him. But again, great play by Ridgway. Big extra point here, though.
They're going to try that little wedge tush-push play again, and I don't know if he got over the goal line. No, they're saying he didn't make it. No signal yet, actually. They're going to pull all the kids off the pile. No good. So with 3:12 left to go, your score remains the Lions 13, the Bulldogs 7. And we're going to stay right here. The kickoff comes quick. So again, 2 big plays there by the Lions and 1 big long run by August Ridgway.
And that's kind of been the story of this game. I mean, we've seen 3 big plays happen, and it's consistently both these sides defensively have been, stopping the run extremely well. But when somebody gets loose at this level, it got big playability written all over him. That's a great play from August Ridgway, who's really starting to run away with this game. He has to have over 100 yards right now.
Yeah, so the Lions will kick it off with the lead. Now all the pressure kind of goes back over to the Bulldogs. They've got to put something together here on offense as this 3rd quarter getting near an end. A little side-winding kick there. Rolls between the legs of the Bulldog player. That's number 25, Bo Keys. And once again, we like to take some time here to thank our sponsors from Home Team Sports. We have Catrow Law, Ameritech Tire and Auto, Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, ERA Liberty Realty, call Cheryl Yates, Benchwarmer Sports Bar and Grill, Cookies and Milk Daycare, True Performance Fitness, Brothers Ben Blasting, VFW Post 3522. And if you're interested in advertising your business, you can reach out to us at 571-520-5634. So again, the Bulldogs take over from their own 44-yard line. Well, I formation. Jackson's going to fake it, bootleg it to the far side. He's trying to get to the edge again, but well defended, but turns it up. And that's what you need to do if you're Jackson. You don't always need to get to the edge and try to hit the home run, Drew. You pick up 4 yards and, and then live to fight another day here on 2nd down.
You saw Eric Carter he was sprinting to the spot. He was trying to beat him on the spot of the field. You forced him up to where you had other defenders at. It's great defense right there. Still a big 5-yard gain. A lot of time left to go in this game, though, JD.
Yeah, and that's all you need. If it's that's what you want. If you're a coach and you can get 4 or 5 on 1st down, that's a win in my book.
Oh, 100%.
You're only down a touchdown, so running the ball is fine. You just keep grounding out these yards. A little motion here. They need to get set. They do. Shotgun, and Jackson's going to take it again, try to get to the edge, turns it up there, makes a move again to the inside, and again picks up about 4 yards, so now he's going to be 3rd and a yard.
Yeah, and we were speaking at halftime. If I'm the Bulldogs, I'm putting the ball in Kai Jackson's hands every time and see if he can make a play, because again, him and August both have big playability, right all over him. If they can make a man miss, their track speed, they're able to get to that end zone quick. So 3rd down opportunity here, 2 opportunities to get a 1st down.
We'll see if they go back to Jackson. This might be a good time to, come back this way, Drew. We've watched them run the little jet sweep, reverse, kind of to this side. They got the wide side over here, so we'll see what the Bulldogs do here on this 3rd and a yard. 2 receivers to each side. The ball goes this way. They're going to try to get fancy. Hendricks back the other way on the reverse, and he does pick up enough for a first down as he dives forward across the 45 down to the 44. So that's going to move the chains again for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and I mean, you saw that play happen as soon as they snapped the ball. You saw Hendricks coming back in motion. That could have been a disaster right all over, but his ability to make people miss, get that first down Bulldogs.
Yeah, and it is lucky they handed the ball back over because it looked like it was going to be well defended on this side of the field by the Lions. So a good call at the right time for Martinsburg as we're in here about a minute to go in this 3rd quarter. Lions hold a 13-7 lead over the Bulldogs in this freshman Tri-County Championship game here at Coburn Field. Single receiver to the near side. 2 men in the backfield as Jackson's in the gun. He's going to hand it to Tobias Hinton. He's going to try to get off tackle here, get to the outside. Well played. Takes a shot by 2 guys from the Lions. He does manage to pick up about 3 to bring up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, great play there by Emery Harder, and also number 29, that's Carson Gregg. We called his name a couple times. Tremendous defense right there to not allow a big play to happen.
Yeah, and it's funny watching these younger kids. They take a shot and they stumble and they just bounce around off of each other. It's, you know, sometimes you see big hits, but these kids don't weigh a lot typically. But that time, Hinton took a shot from two guys at the same time.
And it's like seeing life-size bobbleheads out here, especially with some of these guys wearing the Guardian caps. And that's right. The end of the 3rd quarter, JD. So big 4th quarter upcoming.
Yeah, 4th quarter, especially for the Bulldogs, as they're down a touchdown. So we'll see they'll switch ends, and we'll take a quick commercial break and be right back after word from our sponsors. You're watching Home Team Sports TV.
Welcome to Cookies and Milk Childcare Center. We have 2 locations conveniently located in Kernersville and Martinsburg. Our mission is to be the leading provider of higher quality care and education services for children ages 6 months to 12 years of age. We provide the highest quality child care available at an affordable cost. For more information, contact us at 304-901-2961.
And we are back here at this freshman Tri-County Championship. J.D. Fritz along with Drew Pitzer. The Bulldogs have the ball 2nd and 8 now from the Lions 48. This is Jackson. He's going to fake the handoff, taking himself here to the near side. He's tripped up there. Almost looked like he got a cleat kind of stuck in the turf there. Somebody stepped on his foot as he suddenly stopped and was tackled right there at the 45-yard line.
And again, that's Eric Carter. He has at least 4 or 5 tackles here just in this second half. Been a big-time player, creating a lot of pressure there, winning at the line of scrimmage.
So another big 3rd down for the Bulldogs. Lions have done a great job on defense this half as well. The handoff, the fake good handoff. Good fake there by Kai Jackson. He breaks off a tackle down near the 40. They're going to mark him at the 41, so to bring up 4th and 6 now for Martinsburg.
And that was number 14 coming in there and making an open field tackle. That's Corbin Sauer. So great play, but now 4th and 5 or 6. And this is a huge opportunity for Martinsburg. If they don't get this in the way that the Lions have been winning really with the time of possession, this could be a dangerous situation for them.
Yeah, you're right, Drew. I mean, they haven't moved the ball in like the first possession of the second half here, and they could be starting to get into crunch time. I know it's still time, a little under 7 minutes, but these quarters go very quickly, especially with them running the ball a lot, and they're not passing so much. So we'll see what they draw up here on a big 4th and 6 now. Jackson's under center. He is back to throw. Looking for a man. He's got all day to throw. He's trying to get out. A player in his own way. See if he can get to the outside. Jackson is wrapped up there at the 40, but not before he picks up a yard, but that's not going to be enough, Drew, and the ball's going to go back over to the Lions.
That was just great defense there from the Lions, too. I mean, there was a lot of opportunities for a big play to kind of happen right there, but again, you see the defensive principles. They're all running to the football and swarming it, so just never allow Jackson to really get any movement.
Yeah, and it's hard to throw in that situation because the Lions had their defense set up perfectly to defend that pass. But Jackson had a lot of time as he was buying more time for himself back there. The pocket finally did collapse, and he wasn't able to get away. But great job, great effort, and we'll see what the Lions could do now with the ball again.
Yeah, and again, I know he wanted to bounce that to the outside, but there was also an alley that you could drive a truck through. He just missed it, kept running to the outside. Again, turnover on downs. Now the Lions have an opportunity to really put a chokehold on this game.
Yeah, and that's number 4 for the Lions, shaking up a little bit, Ja'Cory Heath. So he's walking off under his own power, so it seems like he is okay. Trying to walk it off. So if the Lions put another score on the board, Drew, that is probably going to all but seal this game with just a little over 6 minutes to go. I don't think the Bulldogs are just realistically even have enough time to get back in the game, being down 2 scores. But we'll see what happens. It's 13-7. A turnover would help the Bulldogs right here as the Lions have the ball in a bunch of formation. That's August Ridgway again going to take the handoff. He's going to get to the outside. Let's see if Ridgway can get to the edge. He stiff arms a man out of bounds around the 46-yard line. So first down there, on first down for August Ridgway.
And I think the Bulldogs should try to adjust to that because you see Ridgway's not trying to go. He's not staying inside the numbers ever. He's going to the outside, try to beat the man to the sideline and get up the field. So if I'm the Bulldogs, I might spread out the defense a little bit, maybe have more of a nickel-type look so you can keep contained and force him inside.
So we have a timeout here. They're stopping the clock.
They're trying to get the clock to stop because he went out of bounds.
And they're not going to put any time back on the clock. And it looks like the Bulldogs are going to call a timeout of their own. And I'm not sure why they want to burn a timeout when the clock was already stopped. That could come back to bite them because they're going to need some timeouts in this game or in this fourth quarter, especially if the Lions score again, Drew.
Yeah, that's difficult. I mean, and there's no 2-minute warning to have any additional stoppage. And, the game is definitely getting tight right here. And you see the way August Ridgway is just running the football so consistently, and they're getting first downs. I think you have to say those timeouts until the very last minute. I understand first half burning through some of those, but right now that's a big timeout, especially with the clock stopped. I don't necessarily agree with that. But JD, so we have more action coming up next. At 12 noon, we have the junior varsity South Berkeley Green playing against the Jefferson. We don't know exactly who Jefferson is. Do you know which team from Jefferson is here playing for that JV championship?
Well, I thought it might be the Lions. I think it's the Lions all the way through. I could be wrong, but it might be the Lions again. We'll have to just wait and see if the Lions, just like with the Bulldogs, if it's. But yeah, another big game coming up. Big JV matchup as Jefferson has secured 2 teams in the Tri-County Championship. So bunch formation again. They're going to run that little wedge tush-push play, and it's going to be a flag as somebody wasn't set there on the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and again, there's going to be almost false start on every single play, but right there, you're moving a second before the snap. You pretty much force the officials to have to call that.
Yeah, you don't always have to call it at these levels, but when it's so obvious, the flags are going to come out.
Yeah, and again, when you see that there will be a huge difference from the way this game is officiated to the JV game because they're so much stricter with rules. They really enforce that as they get older. This one, you got to still allow the kids to learn some of their fundamentals.
Absolutely, and you'll see full special teams starting at the JV level as well. We'll have kickoff and kickoff returns as well as punts. So Ferguson again, they're going to take the handoff straight up the middle. And he's going to pick up 3 yards, close to 4 yards on the play. So bring up 2nd now and 11 for the Lions, as they're just going to be content to just keep running that little tush-push play, run as much time down as we're inside of 6 minutes left to go.
And see, I don't think you should get too conservative right here, because I know you really trust yourself and you think August can create a lot of plays, but now you got 4 yards, you're still behind the chains technically. You know, if Bulldogs are able to get a stop right here, if you get a penalty and put you even further behind, it really just doesn't make much sense to me.
So Ridgway going to take the direct snap. He's going to try to get out to the outside. There goes August Ridgway, breaks a tackle there, tries to turn it back up, still on his feet, pushing forward to near the 40-yard line. You see the strength of Ridgway. He just always seems to sidestep or stiff arm that first defender coming up and pick up an extra couple yards.
Oh, he's definitely a tremendous talent. We'll be talking about him on Fridays when he gets to that point. But I think the next step in his development is learning to turn it up a little quicker. You don't always have to go to the sideline. The sideline's actually an extra defender. You know, we've seen him go out of bounds a couple times on long yards. If he was able to turn that up, I think he's getting 6.
So 3rd and 5 now for the Lions. We're about 4:30 to go here in the game. So Ridgway again in the backfield. The snap goes to Ridgway. He's going to get to the outside and got the edge again. And again, he should have turned it up, like you said, Drew, a little earlier, but he runs right into the corner there. So it's going to bring up 4th down. So this is going to be huge for the Lions. If they don't get this, and Martinsburg still has a chance with just a little over 4 minutes.
Yeah, again, they still have 2 timeouts. I know they probably wish they didn't burn that first one. But also, if the Lions are able to get a first down right here, realistically, they could probably take the time down to at least 2 minutes, and then if they don't get the possession, Martinsburg might not be able to touch the ball with just a little bit over 90 seconds left to go.
Right. So no doubt, 4th and 3. You would suspect August Ridgway would get the call again.
They're going to call a timeout right here, right when the play clock's dead. And watch a tush push happen. I'm almost positive that's what they're going to go with.
I don't know. I just don't like that, Drew. Looks 4th and almost 3. It hasn't been that successful, honestly, this whole game. And as much success as Ridgway's had getting to the outside, getting that edge, you run him to the wide side, I don't see them cutting him off for less than a 2-yard gain. So that's the play I would go with, Drew, but I'm not the coach. And that's why we're up here in the booth.
Yeah, that's why we're up here. But again, you know, we're going to give our opinions. We see a lot of football week in and week out. And you know, again, they ran that tush push down there and they didn't get the extra point, and that's even shorter of what's left to gain right here. But you know, Martinsburg's going to sell out. But if I am Martinsburg, you got to make sure you keep contained. There's a lot of issues with just allowing Ridgway to get to the outside. It's what he wants to do every single time.
Yeah, and he's got the speed, the size, the strength to get to the outside. And even with that first defender, usually can either stiff arm or sidestep and avoid that first tackler. So my money would be going on Ridgway to pick up this first down. We'll see what the Lions do here.
They've also lined up in that power I a couple times too, so we'll see if maybe they want to hand the football off as well. But you know, if you got a guy named Ridgway and who's got to be the leader and the ACS player of the game, if the Lions are able to win this game, but it looks like that tush push again.
Yeah, and it's really shady, and he's not going to get there. And again, Drew, we just talked about this, and that's going to be a turnover on downs, and the Lions now give the Bulldogs life with 3:24 left to go, and I just question that call, Drew.
Yeah, again, and especially you're only up by 6, so the Bulldogs are able to score, and they make an extra point. That's how you lose the game. What you said with Ridgway, I'm putting him outside. He's going to at least get 2 or 3 yards. They're not able to tackle him and keep contained. I just think that was, a bad call. They probably only averaged about 1.5 yards on those tush pushes, and they ran it about 7 or 8 times.
Yeah, I'm riding. If August Ridgway is my go-to guy, I'm riding my horse as far as he will take me. And no doubt I believe Ridgway would have been able to get to the edge here and get a first down. And if nothing else, you line up like you're going to run the tush push and maybe bootleg Ferguson out here and have hit a blocker possibly and pick it up that way. But either way, the handoff now goes up the middle.
Was Hinton right there.
So Hinton picks up a couple from Martinsburg as they're nearing 3 minutes to go. So still a long way to go for them to score here unless they break off a long run. and they only have 2 timeouts now. Remember that one timeout that they burned, Drew. We'll see if that comes back to bite them.
And again, and you got to really think about tempo, too. They take a while to score. I mean, outside of that score they had in the first quarter, they had not moved the ball extremely well. The play clock is consistently going underneath 15 seconds before they even get to the line. I know these are kids, but you got to learn to teach them, hey, the 2-minute drill is coming up. This is one of the first things you have to learn.
Yeah, a little tempo here is what they needed. Handoff goes again to Tobias, and he loses the ball, but they fall on it. But that's going to be a loss of a couple, and that's not what the Bulldogs can afford to do here, Drew.
Yeah, with 2:30 left to go now, and again, they're huddling up. Right here, if you're the offensive coordinator, I'm giving them 2 separate plays. You ran the same thing on both sides. Right now, I'm getting the ball in Kyle Jackson's hand, try to see if he can get the edge like August Ridgeway and try to score again.
3rd and 8 now. Kai Jackson's going to take it himself. He's dancing his way in. He's not going to get there. He's still on his feet, trying to get to the outside, but the Lions do a great job following him up there as he's tackled for no gain around the 40. It's going up big 4th down now.
Yeah, again, and the Lions just all day defensively have been phenomenal. Maybe a couple questionable play calls on offense, but defensively they've been great. Eric Carter, another big tackle right there, made him set the first contact. That defense is scrambling, and now the Bulldogs with only 2 timeouts left, and we're underneath 2 minutes. Realistically, if they don't get this, it's game's over.
Yeah, it is, Drew, and they're gonna. I don't know. It's either Kyle Jackson is either going to throw it or run it, and we'll see what happens here. As they got 2 receivers to each side. Jackson high snap, back to throw. Jackson's got a man, and he overthrows him, and the ball will go back over to the Lions with 1:26, and that might be the game, Drew.
Yeah, I mean, even if they're able to get this stop right here, the most amount of time that they'll have is about 32 to 35 seconds because it's 40 seconds between plays. You know, they have a 25 up here, but they run the ball, and the Lions have been great at eating up time possession. They've clearly had the ball about 70% of the time this game.
Yeah, I just don't see them having enough for just 2 timeouts, and like you said, well, there's a 25-second play clock, so I don't know.
So after they run it, though, it goes to 40.
Does it?
Yeah, at least that's what it's done consistently. But again, it's low-level football. You know, anything could happen. There's a fumble or anything, and the Bulldogs can pick it up and take it to the house. I've seen crazier things.
And a flag on the play. So we'll wait and see what this flag's about. As again, the Lions run that little tush push, and it's going to be on the Bulldogs. So that's 5 yards just gifted to the Lions to bring up 1st and 5.
Looks like they had somebody lined up right in the neutral zone, and that's unfortunate. I know that can happen at this level, but you got to make sure your head or your hand's not across the ball.
I mean, definitely 1 first down will seal this game for the Lions, but we'll see if they line up in the tush push again, and they do. And they will run it straight up the middle, driving forward. That's their biggest run. He's still on his feet. He picks up enough for the 1st down and then some as he's down to the 25.
And that will pretty much seal it right there. Again, great run. You know, the Lions have had a terrific game plan. A couple errors on the offensive side of the ball, but defensively really were stout. And I got to say, August Ridgeway really ran away with the HCS player of the game, did he?
Absolutely, he did. And we're going to hopefully get a word with him after the game up here in the booth. He's well-deserved. August Ridgeway, our home team sports player of the game here in this freshman Tri-County Championship. But, Drew, we just have to hold on here. We're still 1:15. It looks like the Lions will win this football game, but they do still have Martinsburg still does have 2 timeouts, but I don't think it's going to be quite enough.
I think they burned one right there, I believe. So now they have 1 left, but again, this is the best formation of football. I'd get right into victory. You'd be able to run off most of the clock. Martinsburg played extremely tough. Give a shout out to them. The only thing that might be concerning if we're not able to get August Ridgeway is because they have at the south end zone where they're currently facing. They did the trophy ceremony.
Right.
So it might possibly not be able to get him up here, but we will certainly try.
And we'll do the best. A tush push again. Gain of maybe 4 on the play. They stop the clock again with 1:05 left to go. It's 2nd and 7 now for the Lions, and I don't think the Bulldogs can stop the clock anymore now after that. So Unfortunately, the Bulldogs missed some big opportunities on some plays, and I have to give the credit to this whole Lions defense. They after that long run by Kai Jackson for the touchdown, they really, and there's flags everywhere as the coach for the Bulldogs is not happy, and they're sending him on his way, and that's not really the way you want to go out, Drew.
Yeah, not at all. Again, these are kids. They're watching you, especially at this age. They're sponges, and you got to maintain composure. And every character is revealed when people lose. Everybody's going to be good winners. Everybody loves to win, but the moment you're in a losing position, you got to be able to handle that with class and grace as well. So, unfortunate.
So they're going to mark off the penalty. And really, the Lions just could take a couple knees here if they wanted to.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to need it here. Oh, no, they're going to what?
Run the tush push again. And
Did the ball come out?
They've really been running that play. The last three plays have had the most success, Drew, as more than they've had the rest of the game. As Jake Ferguson picks up another 3 or 4 yards on the play. I don't know. Maybe they're trying to put one in again and trying to make a statement here. So we'll have to wait and see. Put a little salt in the wound there, Drew. What do you think?
Yeah, I know. Like at this point, I'm just taking a knee. It's the best formation in football. You're really dangerous. It looks like you kind of bobbled the snap right there, too. So you don't want to give Martinsburg any chance. And
no, you lose the snap and the ball goes flying. There it is. There's the knee. And that is going to do it here at Coburn Field as the freshman Jefferson Lions take this championship, Tri-County championship, from the Bulldogs. And we're going to try to get a word with August Ridgeway if we can. They're down there celebrating. So we're going to take a commercial break and hear a word from our sponsors, and hopefully we'll be back with August Ridgeway right after this. And you're watching Home Team Sports TV.
Here at Home Team Sports TV, we're here to highlight our local businesses and our student athletes and put them on a path to success. Through our social media platforms and our live event production, we look to shine a light on our local community and our talent from our student athletes.
Home Team Sports TV is more than a brand, it's a movement. We're combining creativity, innovations, and smart solutions for companies of all sizes. With unmatched dedication and community focus, we're proving that the right exposure can lead to a successful future.
And remember,
we are Home Team.
Hey, I'm Jeremiah.
And I'm Braden, and we are Brothers Bin Blasting, your bin blasting all-stars.
A unique sanitizing service begins right after your local trash collection. With a scheduled pickup time and location, we arrive promptly to clean your bins on the spot.
Our advanced 360-degree cleaning heads and pressurized water heated to over 200 degrees ensures a powerful blast blasting away 99% of all germs and bacteria. Visit our website at brosbinblasting.com and use code GETBLASTED to receive 50% off your first cleaning.
The Eastern Panhandle is home to teachers and healthcare workers, farmers and fishermen, servicemen and women, golfers, bicyclists, and people who love the outdoors. Where we call home isn't any one thing, so we're not either. At Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, we are honored to help you plan a celebration of life that reflects one's individuality. Our trusted local team is here to see that your wishes are honored and that your special story is told.
Transform your yard with custom fence and deck, where elegance meets function. Serving Martinsburg and surrounding areas for over 30 years, our expertly crafted decks and fences offer both beauty and protection. From classic woodwork to modern vinyl, experience the craftsmanship that truly elevates your space.
Hey guys, I'm Kyle with True Performance Fitness. I'm one of the owners here. True Performance Fitness as a whole, we brought this gym to the area and we wanted to bring every walk of fitness in one building. So that's exactly what we did. We have strongman, powerlifting, bodybuilding, CrossFit. We have posing rooms, a full turf, a full track outside. We even have a basketball court. We wanted everything to be under one roof. So that's just kind of the thing that we did. We also went out and we made sure that we got top of the line equipment. We also make sure that all the pads and everything are getting replaced and all the machines are being taken care of properly. That's just something we strive to do for this community. We also like to give back to the community with donations, fundraisers, and other stuff for like kids and the families around. So that's just kind of who we are as a gym, and we're looking forward to seeing you guys.
This is Jimmy, General Manager at Ameritech Tire and Auto, here to serve you with all your auto repair and service needs. We are a family-owned business serving our community since 2003. We work on all makes and models from vintage cars and trucks to collectors to today's latest, newest vehicles. So stop in and see us at one of our 2 locations. See you soon.
Here at Home Team Sports TV, we're here to highlight our local businesses and our student athletes and put them on a path to success. Through our social media platforms and our live event production, we look to shine a light on our local community and our talent from our student athletes.
Home Team Sports TV is more than a brand, it's a movement. We're combining creativity, innovations, and smart solutions for companies of all sizes. With unmatched dedication and community focus, we're proving that the right exposure can lead to a successful future.
And remember,
we are Home Team.
Since opening in 2017, we have been the local hangout spot to watch a game and meet up with family and friends. With over 15 TVs, there isn't a bad seat in the house. We have arcade games, including the world's largest Pac-Man, 2 pool tables, and more, serving a full food menu ranging from appetizers to steak dinners, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., 7 days a week, and later on weekends. Daily drink and food specials, and of course, happy hour from 3 to 6, Monday through Friday. Come on out to Benchwarmer Sports Bar and Grill.
Looking to enhance the beauty of your outdoor space? Look no further than RNL Landscapes. We understand that your outdoor space is more than just a yard. It's a place where memories are made with loved ones and where you find peace and tranquility. Our team of professionals will work closely with you to bring your vision to life. From expert design and installation to meticulous maintenance, we are committed to delivering breathtaking results that will make your neighbors green with envy. With our state-of-the-art equipment, we guarantee exceptional craftsmanship that will withstand the test of time. Contact RNL Landscapes today and let us turn your dreams into reality.
I understand that each client is unique and has their own real estate needs. Whether you are buying, selling, renting, or a seasoned investor, I got your back. My name is Cheryl Yates, an award-winning realtor with ERA Liberty Realty.
I've known Cheryl Yates for over 30 years now, and I've always found her to be the consummate real estate professional. On a personal level, Cheryl has handled 3 sales for us over the past 15 years or so and has done an excellent job on each and every one of them. She communicates extremely well, and you never have to worry about where you're at in the sales process.
What I like about Cheryl is she's dependable, she's on time, she's flexible, and she works hard to get the job done. We had our sales very quickly through Cheryl Yates.
Whatever your real estate needs may be, remember me, I'm the key to buying or selling your home.
Here at Home Team Sports TV, we're here to highlight our local businesses and our student athletes and put them on a path to success. Through our social media platforms and our live event production, we look to shine a light on our local community and our talent from our student athletes.
Home Team Sports TV is more than a brand, it's a movement. We're combining creativity, innovations, and smart solutions for companies of all sizes. With unmatched dedication and community focus, we're proving that the right exposure can lead to a successful future.
And remember,
we are Home Team.
We are partnering with Home Team Sports to help our area high schools stream their game. And we just ask that you let our home team, myself, Jared Ferguson, the agent, Dylan Brewer, and our office manager, Yatna Almonte, help you and your home team. We have an office manager that is bilingual.
También hablamos español. Puedes llamarnos para una cotización gratis.
We're also a proud sponsor of the Berkeley County Youth Flag Football League. Jared Ferguson State Farm. Protect your life.
Here at the Barn, we have been making dreams come true since 1972, where we help women feel their most beautiful for any occasion, from pageant, homecoming, and prom gowns to walking down the aisle in the perfect wedding gown alongside their bridesmaid and their family. Stop by to meet your stylist today to find an affordable gown, and we do offer layaway.
Welcome to Cookies and Milk Childcare Center. We have 2 locations conveniently located in Kernersville and Martinsburg. Our mission is to be the leading provider of higher quality care and education services for children ages 6 months to 12 years of age. We provide the highest quality child care available at an affordable cost. For more information, contact us at 304-901-2961.
Hey, welcome back, everyone, to Home Team Sports TV, where we had the Home Team Sports Player of the Game, August Ridgway, winning the freshman championship here today in August. You guys had a great game. How do you feel about winning that championship today?
Good.
I'm glad that you feel good, man. I know you were out here performing. You played extremely well, a couple of long runs. You guys won the game. What do you think you need to do to make sure you keep improving so you guys win more championships?
Follow my blocking.
Follow your blockers. I like that, too. You are so fast. You do a lot of things incredibly. We're really proud of you for coming up here today, and we just want to congratulate you on winning the Tri-County Championship today, and good luck with you for the rest of your future. Okay, my man? Give me some knuckles, dog. Great game. Make sure you guys stay tuned to us. We're about to be tuning into the JV Tri-County Championship game next with South Berkeley versus the Jefferson County Lions. Make sure you stay tuned. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. Hear a word from our sponsors. You're watching Home Team Sports TV.
Here at Home Team Sports TV, we're here to highlight our local businesses and our student athletes and put them on a path to success. Through our social media platforms and our live event production, we look to shine a light on our local community and our talent from our student athletes.
Home Team Sports TV is more than a brand, it's a movement. We're combining creativity, innovations, and smart solutions for companies of all sizes. With unmatched dedication and community focus, we're proving that the right exposure can lead to a successful future.
And remember,
we are Home Team.
Hey, I'm Jeremiah.
And I'm Braden, and we are Brothers Bin Blasting, your bin blasting all-stars.
A unique sanitizing service begins right after your local trash collection. With a scheduled pickup time and location, we arrive promptly to clean your bins on the spot.
Our advanced 360-degree cleaning heads and pressurized water heated to over 200 degrees ensures a powerful blast blasting away 99% of all germs and bacteria. Visit our website at brosbinblasting.com and use code GETBLASTED to receive 50% off your first cleaning.
The Eastern Panhandle is home to teachers and healthcare workers, farmers and fishermen, servicemen and women, golfers, bicyclists, and people who love the outdoors. Where we call home isn't any one thing, so we're not either. At Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, we are honored to help you plan a celebration of life that reflects one's individuality. Our trusted local team is here to see that your wishes are honored and that your...
And welcome back to Home Team Sports TV here at Coburn Field at Martinsburg High School. 4 minutes left here pregame. We have the JV Musselman Appleman versus the JV Jefferson Lions. So got another big matchup, some key players in this game as well, Drew. So this should be even another good game between these Applemen and the Lions.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see Seth Swartz from the Lions get after it too, and also a guy that's won the Home Team Sports Plays of the Week, and that's in Braylon Barrett, a tremendous running back too. He's really strong, fast, and physical. So I think it's going to be a tremendous game. Both these teams are extremely good and well coached. So JD, it's going to be fun.
Yeah, it is going to be fun. We've seen The captains out now to the center of the field as Barrett is one of the captains along with 0, Josiah Helmberger, number 5, Amari Floyd, and number 13, Leland Kesner for the Applemen. Looks like we have number 0 out there, Kalen Fletcher, number 79, Jamison Watts, number 5, I think also Paxton Thomas for the Lions. We're trying to see the one young man to the far left.
Looks like number 2.
Yeah, that's number 2, Elijah Bullock.
And one thing about these powder blue jerseys, they have really small numbers for the Lions too, so they're kind of compact. Musselman's numbers are really long and kind of easier to see. So again, if we ever mispronounce your name or we call out the wrong number, we sincerely apologize. Trying to do our best up here with what the resources we have.
Yeah, and we will see the kickoff and kickoff return this game as the JV will do a full special team, so a little bit different. This is more, like what we are used to calling, Drew, on Friday nights.
Yeah, again, once you get to that varsity level, which is the next championship game we have up next, it's about as similar to freshman football, at least, that you will see. So it's big time. I remember playing the Tri-County Championship about 17 years ago, long time. One of the best experiences ever. It's just so fun to be out here with your team, and we wish best of luck to both sides.
But it looks like the Lions will be kicking off. And that's going to be number 17 for the Lions kicking away here. That's going to be Sully Thomas. Back deep to receive the kick for the Applemen. I believe that's number 5, Amari Floyd. So just momentarily here, they got 8-minute quarters. They haven't changed the score from the freshman game yet.
I'm surprised they don't have Barrett back there, returning. You saw how many big plays and how explosive he is. That's no disrespect whatsoever to number 5, Amari Floyd, but just the way that Barrett has just exploded kind of on the scene here, I would have him back as well.
And we are underway here in this JV football game as Floyd muffs the kickoff there. A flag already on the play. Runs into his own man. He's going to be tackled there around the 37, but we'll wait and see what this flag is already to start this game. The officials wasting no time pulling out some yellow laundry as we saw several flags in the first game. So we have a different officiating crew now for this JV Tri-County Championship game, and they are waving it off. So no penalty here.
I think they were thinking that was offsides on the kicking team originally, but I'm glad they waved it off. I thought that was a clean play. Now Musselman takes over about the 37-yard line. Let's see how this JV championship game turns out. If it's anything like the freshman one, we're in for a doozy, JD.
And we see Braylon Barrett in the pistol formation, empty backfield, 3 receivers to the far side, a single receiver here to the near side. As Barrett's going to take it himself, got a hole, off tackle. There goes Braylon Barrett. First play of the game. Oh, he's down he broke loose inside the 30. No one's catching Braylon Barrett. He's in for the Musselman score, and that didn't take long, Drew.
Yeah, again, that's why I said on the opening kickoff I would have him back there, but unfortunately it looks like there's a flag on the field, so we don't know what it is, but there was definitely something that they called.
That happened so quick, Drew. I almost wasn't ready for it. So that one's going to come back, unfortunately, for the Applemen. And like I said, I almost wasn't ready and expecting that. He just had such a huge hole to run through, and he went off, 42 or 62 yards untouched.
Yeah, again, and I'm sure Coach Thomas wishes he probably could have had Barrett playing there last night, a couple years away from that. But he's a tremendous athlete. You saw that open field speed he had. That's somebody I'm going to be very interested in seeing in the coming years.
So going to replay first down but it's at the spot, so it's going to bring up first and about 6 for the Applemen. The ball is on the 43-yard line. Again, 3 receivers to the far side of the formation. Barrett back to throw. He's under some pressure, trying to get away. He does get to the outside again, and you see that speed of Barrett down the sideline. He's going to be tackled right around the 30-yard line there by number 80 for the Lions. That's Nylan Harley Lee.
Yeah, tremendous open field tackle, and the way that Barrett runs the ball, I mean, with these kids this age, a lot of these guys are not going to want to tackle him, but the fact that he put his body on the line and brought him down, great play there from Barrett. Could have been a 10-yard loss, instead turns into about a 25-yard gain.
Yeah, and he just looks so much faster, like he's playing, against much younger kids, but it's hard when you have that speed, and we always heard speed kills, and for Barrett, he's just a couple steps faster than anyone else on the field.
And he's got the strength of an offensive lineman. I mean, he's explosive.
Man in motion, they're going to do a little jet sweep. A whistle's blown, and already we've had several flags to start this football game, so kind of already starting off to a little bit of a sloppy start for the Applemen as they get penalized once again.
And see, that's where I'm critical at, and especially at this level, in the previous level, putting your guys in motion, especially if they don't have the fundamental principles to be with the timing. So I think that puts you at risk to get illegal procedures and false starts consistently. I'd rather see teams get set and then go from there.
So we're going to replay first down, 1st and 15, ball on the 35 of the Lions. So single receivers to each side. Barrett, the quarterback. Behind him is 88, Eric Cruz. The handoff, or no, Barrett takes it straight up the middle inside the 20, and Barrett's going to cruise into the end zone for the Appleman touchdown.
What a phenomenal athlete. I mean, there's no flags on the field that play. He just found the smallest little crease, found that little gap, took it off, exploded, and he is just so much faster than everybody else out there.
And you see just the dynamic ability he has as he went 35 yards virtually untouched to the end zone, the same way he did the first touchdown that got called back. It's just, it's just too easy for Braylon Barrett.
Yeah, and again, that's not no disrespect or anything, but this guy's at least on the varsity level of rec league talent. I mean, I think that would help him so much more than playing at this level.
There's another whistle, so we're going to get a false start on the Appleman again.
You can't lean forward on that motion. You saw the way he went in motion. He originally kind of went forward. Officials are going to call that every time. We spoke on that in the freshman game. They're going to call this a lot tighter than they did the last game, and they were still calling that pretty tight.
Yeah, so now they got conversion from the 8. 2 receivers to each side of the formation. Barrett with Eric Cruz to his right. Double wing, man in motion. As Barrett's back to throw. He's under a lot of pressure, but avoids a tackler, circles his field, cuts back this way. We'll see what Barrett can do. He's going the wrong way and continues to drop back. He's just going to throw it away. He finds a receiver inside the 10, but he's tackled short of the conversion. So a lot going on as Barrett tries to scramble around and does find a receiver, Drew, but conversion fails.
Yeah, it's unfortunate right there, but I mean, that just looked like so much highlights were about to happen. Everything was going on. I mean, he probably ran about 50 yards right there. Still extremely tired. You saw him with his hands on his knees. Put a lot of pressure on that young man, but still made it somewhat a play and almost got the conversion.
You talk about on Friday nights, with Rockwell playing backyard football, that's what it looked like with Barrett. And he was just running around, circling around, and you just see how elusive he is, and he's just so hard to get a hold of and tackle, and still was able to find a man and complete the pass, but just a little short of the conversion. So
we'll see how the Lions respond right here. I mean, this is a big time for them. They're going to have to put some points on the board if they really want a chance to compete.
A little onside kick there, taken by the up back. Number 27, he's got some room. A good return inside the 40 to about the 38 for the Lions. That's number 27, I believe, was it?
Yeah, Joseph McLeod.
Joseph McLeod.
And Eric Cruz right there brought him down, saving the touchdown, saving tackle. So the Lions in good field position to start this drive and see how they respond, JD.
Yeah, the Applemen hold a 6-0 lead. 6:37 left to go here early in the game in this first quarter of the JV Tri-County Championship game. A little triple I formation for these Lions now. The handoff goes to the fullback straight up the middle. Picks up about 2, maybe 3 on the play to bring up second down.
And again, I think that would be a good strategy for the Lions. Your best defense probably against this Musselman Green team is to make sure you hold the football. You want to eat up clock so you don't put the ball back in Barrett's hands, because I don't see anybody on that field that can bring him down consistently.
He's just bigger, stronger, faster than anyone else on the field. This Musselman team has been really good all year long, and Barrett just a tremendous athlete already. Like you said, years beyond, maturity level. I can't wait to watch him as he, goes up through the varsity, and then again as a freshman in high school as the handoff comes back this way. That's number 84. Is it 80 or 84?
80. That's number 80. Yep. That was Nylan Hillary Lee, I believe.
We're sorry on the pronunciation. Some of these are new for us. First time pronouncing some of the names. Picks up a good gain. Going to bring up 3rd and 2 now for the Lions. So moving the ball. So let's see. Quarterback for the Lions is number 17, I believe, Sully Thomas. We'll see who lines up under center. No, he's actually...
I think it was Seth Swartz who was... Yeah, that's
Seth? Is that...
Yep, Seth Swartz. That's the quarterback.
Yeah, it is Seth. I know Seth. So Swartz going to turn and hand the ball off. Trying to get to the outside again, and he cannot do it. And Barrett just pulls him down. That was Harley Lee again.
Yeah, I mean, Barrett, again, I would, if I was a team I didn't know who he was, I would immediately be checking that birth certificate, because the way he just tracked him down, that speed was phenomenal. Speed and power at this level, if you had both of them, just make you stand out so much more.
It's going to be hard to get to the edge with Barrett playing center field right there. He can run, cover both sides of the field so easily and so quickly. That's going to bring up 4th and 7 now for the Lions.
And that might be more of a setup play, because now you're on. He usually plays on that right side of the field, but now you have the strong side again away from Barrett to see if they try to do something similar to that.
So a little 3 guys in the backfield. Seth Swartz pitches it here to number 80 Lee, trying to find some room. Nothing there. And he's going to be stopped well short of the first down. Drew, the ball's going to go back over to Musselman.
Yeah, that would look like it was Karan Fisher. And again, Braylon Barrett coming all the way on the opposite side of the field to come assist in that tackle. Nonetheless, turnover on downs. This Musselman team has the ball back on offense, first down.
So the Lions just struggling, trying to find something that's going to work for them. And it's just going to be hard trying to get to the outside. As you can definitely see, the Applemen look a little bit bigger and stronger than the Lions right now. Man in motion. Fisher, the pitch goes to Cruz. Barrett's out lead blocking. He said, come on, follow me, guy. Let's go. Big first down, big block there by Barrett. And the Applemen pick up another first down inside the 50-yard line.
That looked like a runaway train right there. Barrett just sent that man 5 yards back. I mean, this dude is phenomenal.
Yeah, he definitely looks like he could be playing up on the varsity level for sure.
I mean, he's got the same build that Trayvon Wesco had when he was his age. I mean, I'm not saying that he's going to make it to the NFL by any means, but if he has a chance, if anybody on this field has a chance to play on Saturdays and possibly Sundays, it's definitely that guy.
Yeah, he looks the part and plays the part for sure. So Fisher, you got a double wing here. Barrett with Cruz behind him. Fisher in motion. The handoff goes to Fisher. Back here, a little double reverse, and that's number, I believe, 9 or number 5 there. Jalen Roach on the carry. Gets up a little gimpy, picks up another Musselman first down. So continue to move the ball. At the 34 now, 1st and 10. Just pretty much anything working now for the Applemen. They, been able to run just about any play so far, pretty with success, barring, a penalty. So Barrett with the power offset formation. The handoff goes to Cruz. Cruz is going to be stopped. Good penetration there by that Lions defense.
And you see the Lions front four, they actually are bigger than Musselman's front line. So I think Musselman, a key to this game is you got to get outside the numbers. Essentially what was happening with August Ridgway last game where he was trying to bounce it outside, that's where we've seen a lot of success for Musselman. I know they're trying to get a lot of different guys touches, but I'm feeding Braylon Barrett 40 times a game and seeing what he can do.
Yeah, they're not going to get a whole lot between the tackles. Like you said, Drew, you got big Elijah Bullock in there taking up a lot of space on that Lions defense. So best that the Applemen keep it outside as they do run a little pitch as Barrett gets out ahead again of Cruz. Cruz trying to find his way.
Ball's out.
The ball came out, but they're going to say he was down as Cruz picked up about a yard or two. It's going to bring up third down now for the Musselman Applemen.
Yeah, and see with that situation, I think he was down, but I thought he fell on top of one of his players, and technically that means he wasn't down. So that should have been a fumble and a little bit of loss of yards. So 1:42 left to go in this first quarter, JD, and a lot of pressure on this Lions defense to get a stop and get the ball back into their offense's hands.
Yeah, 3rd and 12 now for Musselman as they have 3 receivers to the near side. And a wing back is Fisher. A little movement on the line, no flag. And there goes Barrett again, picks up a block. And Braylon Barrett's going to turn it on. You see him kick another gear, and he cruises into the end zone for a 36-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, there was actually 2 guys that moved. You saw the far wide receiver here on the left, and you saw the wing back, too, kind of shift. Got away with one right there, but again, Braylon Barrett, just such a phenomenal talent. Touchdown again, and early on in this game, he's making a big case to be the HCS player of the game.
Yeah, you see he only runs about as fast as he needs to, and he thought the Lions player might have had a little bit of angle, so what did he do? He kicked it into it, let a little gear. Got inside the 20, put it on cruise control. Just phenomenal run by Braylon Barrett as they will try to attempt their conversion here. Man in motion on the end around here, trying to find some room again. Not going to get there. Let's see if that was Roach again on the carry. So Roach can't get the conversion. So your score with 1:15 left to go here in this first quarter, the Musselman Applemen 12 and the Jefferson Lions nothing. And we're going to take a quick commercial break and hear a word from our sponsors. You're watching Home Team Sports TV.
Transform your yard with custom fence and deck, where elegance meets function. Serving Martinsburg and surrounding areas for over 30 years, our expertly crafted decks and fences offer both beauty and protection. From classic woodwork to modern vinyl, experience the craftsmanship that truly elevates your space.
Hey guys, I'm Kyle with True Performance Fitness.
And welcome back, guys. JD Fritz along with Drew Pitzer. The kickoff by the Musselman Green. I've been calling them the Applemen, but I was corrected. They are the Musselman Green because there are 2 Musselman teams. So I apologize for that. So it's 12-0 right now in favor of Musselman over Jefferson. So Jefferson's going to have to find something, on offense here that's going to work. But that speed on defense really is affecting just anything that the Lions want to do.
Yeah, again, I think you got to completely go away from Barrett's side. You do not want to run into him at all. But his tracking ability, he's making tackles on the other side of the field. I'd rather actually have him at the Mike linebacker so he can just fill gaps.
So Swartz in the gun, motion. Handoff is going to go to Nyland again. He's trying to get to the outside, picks up a block. There goes Harley Lee's pushed out of bounds there by Barrett, but not before the first down. I don't want to butcher his name, so I'll just call him Nyland. But uses some speed, gets to the outside and picks up a block. I believe if you can block if you can try to get a man in front of Barrett, that gives you the opportunity to get to that edge and pick up some good yards.
Again, but this linebacking core that this Musselman Green team has, they're impressive too, but a great gain right there. There were some good things that the Lions did on the last possession, just came up short. They have to get a score here to maintain pace.
So I formation again, handoff straight up the middle, not a lot there. Might have gotten tackled and thrown forward for a gain of 2. To bring up 2nd and 8 now for the Lions. So we're inside of 30 seconds now here to go in this first quarter. JV Tri-County Championship game between the Jefferson Lions and the Musselman Green.
And we'll see what they do right here. They don't have to get a snap off, but I think you need to definitely try to get as many plays as possible. They do get the ball first to come out in the second half. But right now, your best defense is your offense. You got to stay on the field. Don't allow this Musselman Green team to have much more time with the football. So that is the end of the first quarter, JD, and the score is 12-0. The Musselman Green lead the Jefferson Lions, and we're going to take a quick commercial break before we come back for the second quarter. You're watching Home Team Sports TV.
I'm Kyle with True Performance Fitness. I'm one of the owners here. True Performance Fitness as a whole, we brought this gym to the area and we wanted to bring every walk of fitness in one building. So that's exactly what we did. We have strongman, powerlifting, bodybuilding, CrossFit. We have posing rooms, a full turf, a full track outside. We even have a basketball court. We wanted everything to be under one roof. So that's just kind of the thing that we did. We also went out and we made sure that we got top of the line equipment. We also make sure that all the pads and everything are getting replaced and all the machines are being taken care of properly. That's just something we strive to do for this community. We also like to give back to the community with donations, fundraisers, and other stuff for kids and the families around. So that's just kind of who we are as a gym, and we're looking forward to seeing you guys.
And welcome back here to Home Team Sports TV. JD Fritz along with Drew Pitzer for this JV Tri-County Championship game. The Musselman Green have a 12-0 lead over the Jefferson Lions. The Jefferson Lions have the ball, 2nd and 8 now from the Musselman 36-yard line.
And a lot of people here on this Musselman sideline. You can hear this side really getting loud. A lot of people over there for the Lions too. Just great to see the community support for these young guys. They really worked hard and they deserve it.
Sam Swartz under center. With a back in the backfield. It's going to go to number 4 there on the carry. That's Joshua Humphreys, and he's just wrapped up and thrown down there by Barrett again on the tackle. And Humphrey will lose a few on the play. So now it's 3rd. Well, they're giving forward progress, so still 3rd and about long 7, I guess.
Yeah, again, I know you ran away from him, but he still tracked it down. I think you should try to maybe throw the ball through the air right now, see if you can attack the secondary. It looks a little bit undersized. I think that might be an advantage for the Lions.
So 2 receivers here to the near side, 2 to the top. Swartz is going to throw. He finds a man across the middle, in and out of the hands there. Number 5. That's Paxton Thomas. Just can't hang on to it.
Yeah, he started looking up the field, seeing if he can make a couple people miss to get a first down. And you got to watch the ball come all the way into your hands. It's the biggest principle as a receiver.
Yeah, would have had a gain of a few. Probably not enough for the first down, but now they're in 4th and long.
See Musselman now in that 5 front set on the defensive line. Usually only have 4, but now they got 5 on the line. And right here, running this tight formation, I don't really necessarily agree with that. I think you got to spread them out a little bit. It's making it too easy to cover all your guys.
Yeah, unless they're going to try to run a little tight end, and they are trying to get somebody. Swartz is back to throw a little wobbly ball, nearly caught there. It was thrown in triple coverage. Can't see the number of the intended receiver.
I think that was Nyland again. Is that number 80?
Not sure. He hasn't turned toward. It's hard to see the white letters or white numbers on these little powder blue colored uniforms for the Lions.
Oh, that's number, it's 80. Yeah, that's 80 is Nyland.
It's Nyland Harley Lee, I believe.
I think it's Hillary. again, we're butchering. We apologize for that.
So the ball goes back over to the Musselman Green with an opportunity now to put more points on the board as they have 2 receivers to each side. With Barrett with Cruz to his left. The handoff goes straight up the middle to Eric Cruz. Not a lot there. Picks up a yard on the play. So, again, good defensive interior line play there by the Lions.
Yeah, again, I think if you're Musselman, I wouldn't even try to attack that front four. That is definitely the strength of this team. I'm keeping it outside. I'm making them big boys work.
Yeah, and you would almost have to think if Barrett ran the ball every time, he virtually could score almost every single time. So I'm sure they want to try to establish, the run, get some other guys involved here.
It's a big possession for the Lions. I mean, if they can find a way to get a stop here and score again, they can make this a one-possession game.
So 5 wides. Barrett's going to throw a little wobbler out here to the flat. That's to Roche. Roche breaks off a couple tackles. Not going to pick up a whole lot there. I don't think they give him any yardage on the play, so it's going to bring up 3rd and 9 now for the Applemen.
And right there, Barrett actually had another lane that he could have taken, and he would have for sure scored 6. Instead, he tried to toss it out, see what Roche would be able to do. But right now, with this type of territory and the way that Barrett's been running the football, I'm putting his hands to see if he can make some magic happen.
Absolutely. When all else fails, go to number 38, right, Drew? That's your guy.
Yeah, when in doubt, Braylon it out. That's what I'm saying.
There you go. So the Musselman Green come out with 2 receivers to each side. Eric Cruz in the backfield with Barrett in the gun. It's going to be Barrett. He's going to try to pick his way close. Going to be about 4 yards short. It's going to bring up 4th down now, as that was Barrett's shortest run of the game so far. Only picked up about 5 yards on the play, Drew.
Yeah, he tripped up a little bit off his lineman again, and they're going to do tempo right here. Try to see if he can pick up this 4 yards.
And there goes Barrett again. There's going to be a whistle. And see, every time you go tempo, somebody's just not lined up either on the line, or you get somebody moving just a little bit early. It's going to back the Musselman Green up about 5 yards.
Yeah, the left tackle was still getting set right there, and that's Barrett's next development as a quarterback, making sure he keeps everybody set on the line, because right now you just lost 5 yards, and he's a phenomenal player, but 9 yards is a whole lot harder to get than 4.
Yeah, you're right. And this is going to be huge. Biggest play so far on defense for this Lions team. They need a big stop here.
Yeah, especially for confidence. I mean, the way that Barrett's been running all over you, if you're able to pull a stop right here, it builds your confidence up. Like, hey, we can compete with these guys and get yourself back into this game.
So Barrett with an empty set in the backfield. 3 receivers to the far side. Barrett's going to take it to the far side. Try to find some room. Great tackle there, and they stop Braylon Barrett short of the 1st down, and the Lions will take over again, Drew.
Again, that's got to be a confidence builder right there. And with about 6 minutes left to go, if they're able to eat some of this clock up, get it down to about 1 or 2 minutes, and put a score on the board, I mean, that's got to make you feel real confident going into the second half.
Absolutely. It just looked like Musselman Green just didn't look like the same team they did the first 2 possessions of this football game.
And I think they're trying to get more players involved so they don't just key on Barrett. But the way that he's been playing, I mean, and this is a championship game. You don't get an opportunity if you find a way to lose this to come back. I'm going with my horse right there, and I'm riding him out.
Yeah, you got to get points as much as you can. You don't need to fool around, Colin. Get a sizable lead if that's your goal. Then you can get some of the other players involved. A nice little play, it's kind of a turnaround action. Yeah, a lot going on there. Kind of didn't know where the ball was. It's number 4. That's Joshua Humphreys, 4, but there's a flag on the play, so we'll wait and see what that is.
Yeah, that's a Chip Kelly offense right there from 2011 Oregon. A lot of misdirection, see if they can get the defense off balance.
Yeah, it's that single. We ran that with the Razorbacks. You run this little single wing with a spin series in the backfield, and a lot of movement going on there behind the line of scrimmage, and you really don't know if you're the defense. You don't really know where the ball's going, and that's what that style of offense is designed to do, and the Lions are doing a really good job so far. Pick up a big penalty, and that'll move the ball inside the 25 to the 24. So good field position for the Lions. Let's see if they can put one in here.
Again, this is a huge confidence booster. You just got a big stop. If you find a way to put some points on the board, I don't think you want to score too fast, though. You don't want to give a lot of time to this Musselman Green offense who can score in a hurry.
Sam Swartz directing traffic here for his team under center. He's going to hand it off there. That's Nyland again. Seth Swartz, excuse me. I keep saying Sam, his older brother. I apologize. So pickup of about a yard on the play by Nyland. So we'll see what they have here on second and about, we'll call 2nd and 8. A single man in the backfield there is number 17, Sully Thomas. Swartz under center, going to hand it off here to the near side, trying to get to the outside, turns it up. That's Nyland again, nowhere to go, and he's roughed up there. And that's your man, Drew, number 38, Braylon Barrett again.
Again, just so physical, and I just love the fact he's not really talking. He doesn't say a bunch. He gets up, makes a big play, gets right back up, claps with his teammates, gets ready for the next action.
Yeah, and you know, with a guy like Barrett on the other side and some of these other Appleton, you know, if you're Doug Walters and that coaching staff, you just wonder what can you do? What plays do we have that we can get some positive yards to try to punch one in here before the end of the half?
See what they draw up here. 3rd and 5, so 2 opportunities. Oh, this is an odd set right here. See how Musselman defends this.
And nowhere the receiver didn't go. He's got a receiver intercepted, and there's Braylon Barrett. Johnny on the spot, picks it off. See if he can get to the edge. Swartz trying to tackle him. He can. There goes Barrett. Turns on the speed. He's going to take it back to the house untouched for the Musselman Green touchdown. And that was just too easy, Drew.
Yeah, that was just great ball skills right there. He dropped into coverage, made the play, almost tripped up there about midfield, but again, keeps those legs chomping. It's a runaway truck right there. Couldn't stop him. 3 touchdowns on the day already.
Yeah, he picked up a nice block there around the 45, and after he got through a little bit of traffic, there was no one around Braylon Barrett.
And that's got to be demoralizing for this Lions team because, again, they're very talented. You make it all the way here, win 3 playoff games to get to this point. Everybody wants to win this game. Let's see how they bounce back. Still some time. They can score here and then maybe get a score, start off the second half. They're right back in it.
So 4:01 to go here in the first half. Musselman has an 18-0 lead over the Jefferson Lions. On to attempt the conversion here. A snap, tried to snap it to the man in motion, it looked like. Really tricky there. I don't know, why you need to get so tricky here. You're up 3 scores already. Just run the football, That's...
Yeah, they left the 3 points on the board, though. I mean, now it's 18-0 compared to, it could have been 21. So, short term, around the 2-yard line and extra points, that's definitely been a struggle for this Musselman team. But, hey, if they're able to score with the way Barrett's been running the football, it really won't matter much. So now 18-0 again. Just over 4 minutes left to go in this JV championship. Jefferson County Lions versus the Musselman Green. Braylon Barrett already has 3 touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns, and a pick 6 on that last possession right there on 4th down. So great play. Braylon Barrett, one of the better players I've seen at this youth league level. Phenomenal athlete, and definitely running away right now with the HCS player of the game.
Ball goes rolling down there. Jeez. Just did get on it. Who was that fall? Number 44, Gabriel Henson. You got to just get on. If you can't pick up the ball, you just got to fall on that, Drew.
Yeah, again, and especially this time and place, if that would have been disastrous, it could have been a real big hole to come out of if somehow the Lions didn't jump on it. But still, some time left to go. You just got to worry on what's happening next play mentality. You can't worry about being down 18-0. Don't worry about the clock. Don't worry about the score. Just do what you can to try to claw your way back to this game.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a lot of answers for the Lions. Just like you said, just keep plugging away, running your stuff. And just execution. I think they called a lot of good plays so far. Just haven't been able to execute on some of those plays. As there's a nice play straight up the middle. Goes Nylon again. He picks up about 4, almost 5 yards on first down.
And something else to build on, though, if you're the Lions, I mean, their offensive line is really doing a good job of winning at the line of scrimmage. The linebacking core for the Musselman Green has just been winning that battle, though. So they just have to be able to make some adjustments, see what they can do to come back and try to get into this game, JD.
Yeah, and we have a Musselman Green player down right now. So while we have a minute, I'm going to thank a few more of our HTS sponsors for this season. I'd like to thank Catrow Law, Ameritech Tire and Auto, Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, ERA Liberty Realty, call Cheryl Yates, Benchwarmer Sports Bar and Grill, Cookies and Milk Daycare, True Performance Fitness, Brothers Bin Blasting, VFW Post 3522. If you're wanting to advertise your business, please reach out to us at 571-520-5634, or you can go to www.hometeamsportstv.com. Yeah, so thanks to all our sponsors this year. It is much appreciated, as that was Harley Lee Nylon just kind of getting up a little gimp. He did take a big shot there at the end of that play.
And he's had a lot of touches this game too. Really been getting hit hard. Barrett's got him a couple times, so unfortunately been beat up. You got to really get some of these other guys involved to try to get yourself back into this one.
Yeah, being down 2 scores is not too bad. Being down 3 scores is going to be tough in a game like this. Because I feel like even having a pick 6 and with Musselman Green not even being on offense, still scoring, is look at this formation. A little 4 receiver set over there. The pass is complete. Great open field tackle there. Let's see who that was on the play for Musselman. Number 17, it looks like. No, there's not a 17. Was that 17 out there?
It looks like a 17 to me.
Don't have a 17 on the roster.
Is that 13, I believe?
13 then. It might have been Isaiah Burton, possibly. I'm not sure. So 3rd and about 6 now for the Lions. They have 2 receivers to each side. Seth Schwartz back to throw. Looking for a man. The ball is nearly picked off. So good defense by the Musselman Green there.
Yeah, and they were trying to hit Kyan Pitt, who almost adjusted enough to reach over the top to make that catch, but unfortunately came down a little bit shaken up. Now 4th and about 7. You're really in a dangerous situation right here if you're the Jefferson County Lions.
So they might elect to just punt it away, Drew. We'll have to wait and see. I don't know that they would try to go for it, but then, at this level, unless you've got a kid that really has a good leg, how much of a field position swing are you going to get with a punt, Yeah,
it really depends on what type of punter you have back there. If you think you can get them to about the 35, 30-yard line, of course I think you punt it away. But right now, being down 3 scores and really giving the ball back to Musselman with 2.5 minutes left, could find yourself down 4 touchdowns if you're not careful. I think I'm going to be aggressive right now. I'm going to try to see if I can draw something up and go get it. But we shall see. And there is a number 17 out there, but of course we don't have the number 17 officially on the roster. See if we can identify who that is.
Man, I was looking myself.
That is Mason Deal. That is Mason Deal. Again, we apologize, but that is number 17 for the Musselman Green. Made a couple big plays this defensive series.
I know I wrote his name down. So they are going for it on 4th down, and I just don't know what to say anymore, Drew.
He's everywhere.
Yeah, Barrett again in on the tackle, just nowhere to go for Nylon, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. And the ball goes back over to Musselman Green with 2:33 left to go here in the half, and now an opportunity to put some more points on the board.
Again, if you're Musselman, I'm not trying to run in between the tackles. That's the one strength that the Lions have over you. Trying to get Barrett outside the numbers, see if you can make some more magic happen and put 24, 25 points on this board before halftime.
So again, double wing, the man in motion. Handoff goes to Barrett, or no, that's Eric Cruz, excuse me. Picks up maybe 2 yards on the play. So again, that front 4 or 5 of the Lions doing a good job keeping things between the tackles. Not a lot of room to run there for the Applemen.
Yeah, they haven't had really any success running in between the tackles. They have looked their best when they allow Barrett to get outside, make some plays happen, and just make people miss.
So 2nd and 9. Got a single receiver to the far side. 2 wings here. Handoff going to go back to Roach again. He's got Barrett leading for him in front of him. And there goes Roach still on his feet. Jalen Roach into the end zone for the Musselman Green touchdown.
Yeah, that's just a great play right there. And you saw Barrett. You don't usually see a quarterback lead blocking, and the best probably blocker on your team was just an alley right there. Couldn't do nothing now. Really Musselman in complete control as we get closer to halftime.
Yeah, and unfortunately for the Lions, they just don't have an answer for this Musselman Green offense. So you kind of see that double reverse. And then anytime you've either got Barrett blocking or running, you're already at a disadvantage. So they're going to attempt this conversion here. Send a man in motion. Barrett's going to roll here to the near side, looking for somebody to throw to. Can't complete the pass. So it's going to fall incomplete with 1:47 left to go here in the first half. It's Musselman Green in control, 24-0 over the Jefferson Lions. And we're going to take a quick commercial break and hear a word from our sponsors. You're watching Home Team Sports TV.
This is Jimmy, General Manager at Ameritech Tire and Auto, here to serve you with all your auto repair and service needs. We are a family-owned business serving our community since 2003. We work on all makes and models from vintage cars and trucks to collectors to today's latest, newest vehicles. So stop in and see us at one of our 2 locations. See you soon.
And we're back here at Home Team Sports, and they don't get the ball on the kickoff, but it is picked up there, I believe, by number 4. Let's see, is that Humphrey?
Yeah, that's Joshua Humphrey right there.
Again, just not, there's always seems to be confusion on these kickoffs for the Lions. They've got to get on the football, even if you're not going to pick it up and run. They've got to get to the football on these shorter kicks or these squib kicks, because they got to understand that's a free ball.
Yeah, again, you just see the way that this Musselman team, they're extremely talented, but it's not like the talent level is just so much different. But when you have a player like Braylon Barrett, who's just clearly better than everybody on this field, and he would be a star at the next level, the varsity level. I just can't wait to see his overall development and growth.
Well, 1st and 10, 1:39 left to go here in the halves. Quarterback Seth Swartz hands it there to Humphreys. He's looking to go somewhere. Still on his feet. He's slung around there by Barrett. I think that might have been Barrett or Cruz.
That was Cruz, yeah.
Couldn't bring him down. That's a good run there, but didn't gain a whole lot.
Another flag on the field.
Looks like it's going to be a face mask on the Musselman Green. So that'll help the Lions out a little bit, trying to find something, getting anything going here. Be nice if they try to put some points on the board here before the half.
Yeah, I think it's crucial. I think if they want any shot to even have a chance to win this game, they're going to have to score right here and then score again when they get the ball back starting after halftime.
So 3 receivers to the far side, a little stack formation. They swing it back over here to the near side. That's not going to get much. Why you want to throw to Barrett's side, I don't know. But that was number 17, Sully Thomas, on the catch, but didn't pick up a whole lot as Braylon Barrett was there to make the play.
Yeah, I thought Barrett was about a sumo throw him to the ground right there. He picked him off his feet, and he actually had a teammate kind of hold him up. Second down, about 5 here to go.
.124 left to go here in this first half. Again, the Lions come out in this little 4-receiver stack formation to the far side as Seth Schwartz throws it there behind the line of scrimmage. Probably was a lateral. It's caught there by number 4. Humphrey makes a good gain, picks up enough for the first down, and gets out of bounds to stop the clock. Well, I don't know why the clock is still running, though. They do stop the clock. 1:18 left to go. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that formation, like 4 receivers stacked one behind another there, but effective play for a first down for the Lions.
Yeah, it created a little bit of space, but, man, you're already losing 5 yards when you throw it's kind of more of a lateral. Gonna do it again.
They're going to fake it, throw it down the field, looking deep. Nearly intercepted there, well covered, looking for Nyland on the play, covered by Justice Burkhart. Good coverage there by Burkhart.
Yeah, right there. I mean, you throw that in double coverage, and you also have Braylon Barrett just about 4 yards away. I'm just completely staying away from him. I don't want him to even be able to make a play defensively, even if he has to go chase it, make him work.
Yeah, you say staying away from him, Drew, but he's playing on this side of the ball. So when that ball is up in the air, that gives Barrett a chance to run and get over there and try to make a play on it. And that's what I said. He's everywhere, and you think he's playing on this side of the field, and you're going away from him, but somehow he manages still to get involved in the play. Swartz back to throw. He's got a man out here to the far side in the flat, makes the catch, gets out of bounds, but he does step out around the 42, but that's going to stop the clock with 1:05 left. So the Lions kind of got a little bit of something going here with this passing game now.
Yeah, it was a great grab there from Paxton Thomas. He had to reach down a little bit, had soft hands, got a couple yards right there, so it makes it more of a third manageable.
Well, they're running the clock. It did look like he stepped out of bounds. I don't know if they're supposed to be running the clock. What we see up here sometimes is not what's happening down there. I don't know. Low snap. They're going to swing it back over here to Nylon. He's got some room. He's got blockers out front. Knocks his blocker, Elijah Bullock, down and stumbles. And then that allows that defense to come up and make the tackle. So not the yardage they wanted on that play, but going to bring up a 4th and a yard now for the Lions with 32 seconds left to go. They're going to have a burn a timeout.
Yeah, so I believe they have one more timeout left. So, like you said, JD, this is going to be a huge possession for them. If they don't score, it's going to put them in a real tough predicament coming into the second half. But if they can find a way to put points on the board right here, I know it's got to be a confidence booster to say, hey, we still have a chance to win this thing.
Yeah, being down 4 scores is tough. But it has to start somewhere for the Lions, and getting into that end zone right now here before half will be a good, like you said, a good momentum booster for this second half.
So 4th and really short, and if you don't get this right here, you got to say Musselman's going to try to see if they can put some more points on the board. They're highly motivated to keep going after it. Very confident bunch right now.
Well, I mean, and I agree. In the first half, in my opinion, I don't care what the score is. You have to score as many points as possible, because our middle school coach once told us, Coach Mills has said, we scored 42 points in the first half, and he came to us at halftime and he said, you know what? If we score 42 points in the first half, they can score 43 in the second half. So a pass across the middle is complete. Good catch there by number 24, Colt Eastep.
No, I think it's Kyan Pitt. Yep, Kyan Pitt right there with the grab.
Kyan Pitt, I'm sorry. Look, I was reading the roster wrong. But again, they're going to the air, having a little bit of success, picking up a couple first downs, called another timeout with 25 seconds left.
Yeah, I believe that's their final timeout here. So now they're in a really tough predicament. If they can find a way, though, to get some points on the board, I just know that would make them so much more confident going into the second half.
Yeah, we've seen several scores by Barrett. I believe Barrett scored all their points so far.
No, so I believe Maury Floyd, he had that double reverse down there. He just had that double
reverse. That was their last touchdown. But Barrett scored the 3 previous touchdowns. One was a pick 6. Just to kind of recap the scoring so far for Musselman Green. So 1st and 10 ball on the Musselman 29-yard line. 25 seconds left to go here in the half.
It's going to be that pitch back again. They're going to try to get the ball at number 4 with some space.
Yeah, and the Lions have been moving the ball this drive, throwing it. So Swartz in the gun. Empty set in the backfield with Swartz. Swartz is going to have to step up, take off, and run with it. There goes Seth Swartz and just pushed down, not even tackled, but just kind of pushed down out of bounds. Swartz didn't like that, and he's got up and then laid back down, so probably fell a little awkwardly there. Seth Swartz.
I mean, that was a really, again, that wasn't a typical tackle. He just pushed him to the ground.
No, and you just see that with Barrett knew he wasn't trying to hurt Swartz. He really could have laid him out, and it would have been much worse. But he just was able to push him enough out of bounds. So no ill will there, and that's what I like to see. Barrett knew he had a size advantage over Swartz, and he didn't need to do any more than what he did.
Yeah, I'm glad to see Swartz get up on his own power. Probably took the air out of him a little bit. He did hit his back on the ground extremely hard, but now this makes it tough for the Lions. They're going to at least have to sub him out one play.
Yep. Yeah, Swartz seems to be okay, but he is going to have to, like you said, Drew, go out for one play here. Just 16 seconds left to go in this first half.
It looks like they're putting number 5, Paxton Thomas, at that quarterback position right now for the injured Swartz.
So again, 4 receivers spread out to the far side. The single receiver here to the near side is Kyan Pitt. Going to throw the ball out here in the flat. The ball's going to fall short. It kind of skips into the receiver, fall incomplete. They bring up 3rd down and about 7 seconds left to go in the half.
Yeah, 7 seconds, time for maybe 1, possibly 2 more plays. But they got this horn out here blowing. I know that's got to be disrupting these kids because this kind of disrupted me a little bit.
Yeah, it's loud, and I'm sure the people watching at home could probably hear it through the broadcast.
Probably time for the last play. Let's see if they draw up anything. They've had a couple of quirky plays. They're very confident in doing some unorthodox stuff. So they'll have to draw up something right here to see if they can get some points from about 25 yards out.
So again, 4 receivers to the far side of the formation. Pitt here to the near side. Quarterback back to throw. Nice ball to Pitt. Can't make the catch. He does reach out for it. Coming over to make the play there for the Musselman Green.
And Barrett just laid, that looked like Ed Reed in 2005, just hitting somebody trying to go catch a ball. That's
Barrett's everywhere. And, back defending the pass and defending the run, and you just never know where Braylon Barrett's going to end up.
That was honestly a really good ball right there, but they used to call those hospital passes, and the way Barrett just hit him like that, man, we just got to hope that he's okay.
Yeah, and he kind of laid out a little bit for it, took a shot to the helmet.
Yeah, Barrett extremely lucky because certain officials would have called that helmet-to-helmet contact, could have been targeting, and then maybe he had to sit out this whole second half. I'm glad they didn't, but he's got to be very careful with how he pursues the ball because he kind of launched himself at the receiver.
And I'm sure, again, he didn't mean to, he wasn't trying to do anything purposely to hurt Pitt on the play. So it's 2 seconds left to go here in this first half. The Musselman Green have a 24-0 lead over the Jefferson Lions. So while we got a minute, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Hear a word from our sponsors, and we'll be right back. You're watching Home Team Sports TV. And we are back here at the Tri-County JV Championship game between the Musselman Green and the Jefferson Lions. J.D. Fritz, along with Drew Pitzer, the Musselman Green have a 24-0 lead over the Lions. It's 4th and about 6 now for the Lions. 2 seconds left in the half, so it should be the last play, barring a penalty. The pass goes out to the flat, falls incomplete. And that's going to do it for the first half here at Coburn Field at Martinsburg High School, where the Musselman Green have a commanding lead over the Jefferson Lions, 24-0. And we are going to take a halftime break. And when we come back, we will be back with maybe some college updates we're going to see there from Drew. He will give us some updates on that. And we'll be back right after this. You're watching Home Team Sports TV.
Here at Home Team Sports TV, we're here to highlight our local businesses and our student athletes and put them on a path to success. Through our social media platforms and our live event production, we look to shine a light on our local community and our talent from our student athletes.
Home Team Sports TV is more than a brand, it's a movement. We're combining creativity, innovations, and smart solutions for companies of all sizes. With unmatched dedication and community focus, we're proving that the right exposure can lead to a successful future.
And remember,
we are Home Team.
Hey, I'm Jeremiah.
And I'm Braden, and we are Brothers Bin Blasting, your bin blasting all-stars.
A unique sanitizing service begins right after your local trash collection. With a scheduled pickup time and location, we arrive promptly to clean your bins on the spot.
Our advanced 360-degree cleaning heads and pressurized water heated to over 200 degrees ensures a powerful blast blasting away 99% of all germs and bacteria. Visit our website at brosbinblasting.com and use code GETBLASTED to receive 50% off your first cleaning.
The Eastern Panhandle is home to teachers and healthcare workers, farmers and fishermen, servicemen and women, golfers, bicyclists, and people who love the outdoors. Where we call home isn't any one thing, so we're not either. At Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, we are honored to help you plan a celebration of life that reflects one's individuality. Our trusted local team is here to see that your wishes are honored and that your special story is told.
Transform your yard with custom fence and deck, where elegance meets function. Serving Martinsburg and surrounding areas for over 30 years, our expertly crafted decks and fences offer both beauty and protection. From classic woodwork to modern vinyl, experience the craftsmanship that truly elevates your space.
Hey guys, I'm Kyle with True Performance Fitness. I'm one of the owners here. True Performance Fitness as a whole, we brought this gym to the area and we wanted to bring every walk of fitness in one building. So that's exactly what we did. We have strongman, powerlifting, bodybuilding, CrossFit. We have posing rooms, a full turf, a full track outside. We even have a basketball court. We wanted everything to be under one roof. So that's just kind of the thing that we did. We also went out and we made sure that we got top of the line equipment. We also make sure that all the pads and everything are getting replaced and all the machines are being taken care of properly. That's just something we strive to do for this community. We also like to give back to the community with donations, fundraisers, and other stuff for like kids and the families around. So that's just kind of who we are as a gym, and we're looking forward to seeing you guys.
This is Jimmy, General Manager at Ameritech Tire and Auto, here to serve you with all your auto repair and service needs. We are a family-owned business serving our community since 2003. We work on all makes and models from vintage cars and trucks to collectors to today's latest, newest vehicles. So stop in and see us at one of our 2 locations. See you soon.
Here at Home Team Sports TV, we're here to highlight our local businesses and our student athletes and put them on a path to success. Through our social media platforms and our live event production, we look to shine a light on our local community and our talent from our student athletes.
Home Team Sports TV is more than a brand, it's a movement. We're combining creativity, innovations, and smart solutions for companies of all sizes. With unmatched dedication and community focus, we're proving that the right exposure can lead to a successful future.
And remember,
we are Home Team.
Since opening in 2017, we have been the local hangout spot to watch a game and meet up with family and friends. With over 15 TVs, there isn't a bad seat in the house. We have arcade games, including the world's largest Pac-Man, 2 pool tables, and more, serving a full food menu ranging from appetizers to steak dinners, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., 7 days a week, and later on weekends. Daily drink and food specials, and of course, happy hour from 3 to 6, Monday through Friday. Come on out to Benchwarmer Sports Bar and Grill.
Looking to enhance the beauty of your outdoor space? Look no further than RNL Landscapes. We understand that your outdoor space is more than just a yard. It's a place where memories are made with loved ones and where you find peace and tranquility. Our team of professionals will work closely with you to bring your vision to life. From expert design and installation to meticulous maintenance, we are committed to delivering breathtaking results that will make your neighbors green with envy. With our state-of-the-art equipment, we guarantee exceptional craftsmanship that will withstand the test of time. Contact RNL Landscapes today and let us turn your dreams into reality.
I understand that each client is unique and has their own real estate needs. Whether you are buying, selling, renting, or a seasoned investor, I got your back. My name is Cheryl Yates, an award-winning realtor with ERA Liberty Realty.
I've known Cheryl Yates for over 30 years now, and I've always found her to be the consummate real estate professional. On a personal level, Cheryl has handled 3 sales for us over the past 15 years or so and has done an excellent job on each and every one of them. She communicates extremely well, and you never have to worry about where you're at in the sales process.
What I like about Cheryl is she's dependable, she's on time, she's flexible, and she works hard to get the job done. We had our sales very quickly through Cheryl Yates.
Whatever your real estate needs may be, remember me, I'm the key to buying or selling your home.
Here at Home Team Sports TV, we're here to highlight our local businesses and our student athletes and put them on a path to success. Through our social media platforms and our live event production, we look to shine a light on our local community and our talent from our student athletes.
Home Team Sports TV is more than a brand, it's a movement. We're combining creativity, innovations, and smart solutions for companies of all sizes. With unmatched dedication and community focus, we're proving that the right exposure can lead to a successful future.
And remember,
we are Home Team.
We are partnering with Home Team Sports to help our area high schools stream their game. And we just ask that you let our home team, myself, Jared Ferguson, the agent, Dylan Brewer, and our office manager, Yatna Almonte, help you and your home team. We have an office manager that is bilingual.
También hablamos español. Puedes llamarnos para una cotización gratis.
We're also a proud sponsor of the Berkeley County Youth Flag Football League.
And welcome back here to Home Team Sports TV. JD Fritz, joined by Drew Pitzer. Start this second half. The Musselman Green kicking off to the Jefferson Lions. A little onside kick there. They got a fall on it right there as Joshua Humphreys does fall on it, Drew. Let's just recap this first half. It was pretty much all Musselman Green. Unfortunately, the Lions just couldn't get anything going.
Yeah, you got the man-child and Braylon Barrett who's just making everything happen. You know, when in doubt, Braylon it out, and he's just been absolutely sensational, running away with the Home Team Sports player of the game, no doubt in my mind. You know, we'll see if this drive right here is definitely the biggest possession for the Lions here, if they got any hope to getting back into this game, but Musselman just completely dominant in that first half.
Yeah, I agree. I'd like to see the Jefferson Lions. You know, my son played for this team and played for Doug Walters a few years ago. So I'd love to see them try to get something going here. See if they made some what halftime adjustments they might have made.
I mean, that front line they have is huge. They're clearly more dominant at the front line, but it looks like we're going to have a delay of game to start the second half.
Well, they don't. I guess the whistles weren't loud enough. The players didn't even hear.
Probably that horn made them lose their hearing.
Absolutely. We could hear that. We got our headsets on and hear that thing loud and clear from all the way up here.
So probably a good bit of penalties, though, in that first half. It was definitely sloppy from both sides, realistically. I don't even think Musselman's playing their best brand of football because they're extremely talented, but the Lions completely taken out of their game plan now, too. They're really confident in running the football between the tackles, but now with this deficit being down 4 scores, you really got to air it out to even have any chance.
So 1st and 15 now for the Lions. Seth Swartz under center, can't handle the snap. Let's see, the Lions, it looks like they got it back. Falling on it there, I believe, was 17, Sully Thomas.
Yeah, very lucky right there, JD. I mean, if it really would took all hope out of this game if they would have turned that ball over and Musselman got it back. Nonetheless, still keep it second down. See what they draw up here.
Yeah, can't afford to turn the ball over. Can't afford to have any penalties either. They want to be moving forward and not backwards. We got a lot of scoring to make up here in this second half for the Lions. Bring up 2nd and 15. Snap goes to Humphreys, and that's right there. Nyland takes the handoff from Humphrey, can't get away. He's going to lose about 4 or 5 more on the play, Drew. So going backwards again.
Yeah, big play by Danny Cantrell right there, across the line of scrimmage. Make that play in the backfield. Again, just nothing going right for these Jefferson County Lions.
And you got the linebackers, Cruz on one side and Barrett on the other. And it looks like they run more of like a 4-4 type. Mm-hmm. So 2 receivers to each side. 3rd and about 18 now for the Lions. The handoff goes to Joshua Humphrey. Spins his way out to about the 43. Picks up a nice gain there. I do like Humphrey running the football. He's got a little bit of speed when he can get to the edge.
Yeah, when he can get to the edge and he can create some things, clearly a lot of players in this league he probably can blow by, but having Barrett and Cruz on each side of the linebacking cores with their speed and their versatility and along with their strength just makes it very difficult for the Lions to get anything going.
Yeah, as soon as you see somebody from the Lions break open, that hole closes pretty quickly.
Yeah.
You got Barrett there coming up, breathing down your back. And 4th and about 11 now for the Lions. So we'll see what they can dial up here. Some movement there on the line, a little shifting around. Seth Swartz under center. He's going to hand it here again. Lead blocking there is Bullock, trying to get him out of the way as Bullock can't quite get out there and get to anybody. And Nyland's going to be tackled well short of the first down. The ball's going to go back over to the Musselman Green, 1st and 10.
See, and right there, I mean, again, we're not the coaches, but running that tight set and you need at least 12 yards, I think you got to spread out the defense a little bit and get into a shotgun formation, have a bunch of guys going out and see if your quarterback can make a play right there. It's almost like you're conceding and saying, hey, we know we're not going to be able to get a first down right here, see if we can get some yards, to push them back a little bit.
Yeah, and I don't, I'm not against pulling your guard there, Bullock. But if you're a little bit slower getting your guy out there and he's not fast enough to get out there to pick up the blocks, he's just getting in the runner's way. And we've seen that a couple different times. So, and now we have a timeout on the field. The Lions call a timeout. We're going to stay here and thank our sponsors once again. We'd like to thank Catrow Law, Ameritech Tire and Auto, Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, ERA Liberty Realty, call Cheryl Yates, Benchwarmer Sports Bar and Grill, Cookies and Milk Daycare, True Performance Fitness, Brothers Bin Blasting, VFW Post 3522. And if you're interested in advertising your business, there's no better bang for your buck than right here on HTS TV. We broadcast to thousands of households, racking up over 400,000 views per month. We treat our sponsors like family and take pride in seeing your business grow. For more questions, go to www.hometeamsportstv.com, or you can message us on Facebook.
Yeah, for sure. And if you guys really enjoyed these broadcasts, we've had multiple broadcasts the last few weeks, basketball season ranking up, multiple casts of softball and baseball and some soccer this year as well. You guys appreciate that. We really need the sponsorship so we can continue to pay these broadcasting fees and also allow us to come out here and showcase these young players' talents.
So 1st and 10, double wing there. And Barrett's going to throw the ball, falls a little bit short, tough catch, but it looked like Josiah Helmberger turned his head just at the last second, didn't make the catch before he started to run.
Yeah, he had a lot of space right there, too. He could have been at least getting another 10 to 15 yards before being brought down. Nonetheless, 2nd down. I think if you're Musselman, though, at this point, I'm going to start eating clock. You look at the amount of possessions that are left in this game, there's probably only 4 tops left for the Lions. So if you're able to kill some clock, it really just eliminates all hope for them.
Yeah, I agree with you, Drew. Just, you're limited in the amount of opportunities you're going to have on offense from here on out as Barrett will send Roach in motion. The handoff goes to Roach, back over to Helmberger, trying to cut it up inside. Not a lot there, as we've seen all game that Lions interior line's just done a great job.
Yeah, just absolutely a great job. You see their size, and they're just as physical, too. And I think Musselman, and they're not saying they're trying to get too cute, but they're trying to keep them on their toes. But you got number 38 back there. That dude has not been brought down much at all today. I'm letting the ball stick in his hands, see if he make a play, and I bet you that's what they do right here.
So 3rd and almost 12, we'll say. Ball on the 48 of the Lions. Single receiver to each side, double wing. Man in motion is Roach. Barrett going to roll to the far side. He's looking to throw the ball. He dumps it off to Roach there in the flat. Roach makes the catch, trying to break a tackle. Can't do it, but he's inside the 40. So that's going to bring up 4th and short. So I'm sure they will go for it here on about 4th and 3, Drew.
And the last 2 times they've had it short and they went on tempo, Barrett didn't make sure that they were set. Got a couple false starts. Let's see if he makes sure everybody's set here.
Well, Barrett's going to take it himself straight up the middle, has the room, and the first down, shoves off tacklers, trying to get to the edge. Can Barrett go? Yes, he does. Inside the 10 and in for another Musselman Green touchdown. And again, Drew, he just makes that look just way too easy as he takes it 46 yards to pay dirt.
Yeah, and again, not to be critical of Barrett, because he's an absolutely fantastic player, but you got to think of how much this level is actually benefiting him. He's clearly a step ahead of everybody here. I think if he was playing on the varsity level, it'd be a little bit more competitive for him. Nonetheless, just an absolute tremendous player, just has ran away with the home team sports player of the game, no doubt.
Yeah, that's, 4 touchdowns for the young man already here. Still, a quarter and a half to go.
And now at this 30-point margin, JD, not realistically for the Lions to come back and win this game at this point, at least without some beneficial luck. We'll see if the running clock might make an appearance here early in this third quarter.
Trying to get a couple other guys. Lowers his shoulder. That is number 25. Is it 25 or 35? I can't quite see the number there on that young man as he got a handoff. Lowers his shoulder pad.
Number 85.
85. That's 85. So that's Jeremiah Breeden.
Yeah, Breeden makes the score 31-0 now for the Musselman Green. And if you're the Lions, what you got to wonder what can we do to move this football and finally maybe get some points on the board.
I mean, and multiple injuries to their guys too. I mean, they've had at least 7 or 8 stoppages in play where they've had guys hurt. Musselman's an extremely physical team, a great brand of football to watch. It's unfortunate for the Lions. They had a great season. To make it to the championship game, you got to take some pride in that. Just an unfortunate ending for their season.
Onside kick attempt. It doesn't even roll 10 yards, but number 27 there for the Lions as a present of mind. It's Joseph McLeod. Comes up and recovers the ball right at about the 45 of the Green. So they will take over there in decent field position. We'll see if they can get something going here on offense. 3:05 left to go in this third quarter.
Running clock for the most, probably the rest of the way, unless if the Lions get a score right here and take it back underneath that 30-point margin, then the clock will stop again.
So again, 4 receivers here, kind of a different formation that we've really haven't seen except for this Lions team with this 4-man receiver, and straight up the middle goes Nylon for a good gain there on first down of about 5.
And the viewers that are watching this, it is 31-0, but really talent-wise between the two teams, it's very similar. But when you have a player like Barrett, that just really tips the scales, and it can tip the scales in a big way, how it has today. And man, he's just absolutely phenomenal. He's got to be one of the best young players, not only in this league, but probably in the state.
Absolutely true. I mean, this kid is phenomenal. You put him on the Lions team, and be interesting to see what would happen as well.
I truly think that if you put him on a freshman football team at Musselman right now, he would get reps.
So a little single wing spin series action there. It doesn't go anywhere. It's going to be a loss of 3.
That's old Barrett right there again.
Lee. Barrett's got a bunch of tackles, a bunch of touchdowns, and a bunch of big plays for this Musselman Green team.
Swiss Army knife, JD. I mean, he's just literally able to do it all. I mean, I'm absolutely impressed. I've seen film on him. Obviously, he's won 2 times the ACS Player of the Week. So we've seen him and we've heard about him. Trust me, nonstop we've heard about him. But to see him actually in person and just the dominance that he's had, I've seen very few players be able to just dominate football games like he has today.
You're right. I agree. And again, he's just a man among boys as Seth Schwartz is back to throw into double coverage. It is picked off there by number 0, Josiah Helmberger. Just not anywhere else to go with the football. Good coverage there in the secondary, Drew.
And see, when you're running only one singular route, there's only one person that ran out for a route right there. What do you expect your quarterback to be able to do? I'm not saying that's dumb play calling, but you got to give at least another option. Have somebody underneath for a little security valve.
Yeah, I get the idea. They're trying to get the ball deep downfield, but we saw earlier in the first half, later in the second quarter, they seemed like they were moving the ball better when they were throwing those short to intermediate passes.
Completely agree. I mean, especially these kids are still young. Anytime you're throwing over about 15 yards, you're really putting the ball in jeopardy.
So the third quarter's winding down here, and it looks like we're going to get a timeout by Musselman. We're just 15 seconds away here from ending this third quarter. And if you're just tuning in, it's been all Musselman Green here in this JV game as they've scored in a bunch of different ways, but not a bunch of different players. We did see Amari Floyd run one in on a double reverse, but it's pretty much been the Braylon Barrett show, Drew.
Yeah, again, I mean, he has 3 touchdowns on the offense side of the ball. Had a big pick six that really just swung all the momentum while you saw the lines. They were driving. It was only 14 or 12 nothing at that point. Had an opportunity to score, take some time off the clock, and Barrett just took it all the way back to the house. Really crushed all the dreams that the Lions had. The Lions freshman team ended up coming out victorious and winning the Tri-County Championship there. We had August up here. We got to interview him a little bit too, and I'm sure we'll have Braylon up here, talk to him, get his mindset on how his career is and how he's going to move forward throughout the rest of his football days.
So empty set in the backfield. Barrett throws it out here to the flat. He's got Helmberger, makes the catch down the sideline. Josiah Helmberger just had that pick. And he gets taken down around the 45-yard line, but there is a flag on the field.
It looked like a horse collar tackle, but even though I think he got the jersey, he was not inside of the shoulder pads.
So still trying to throw the ball a little bit as that time expires in the third quarter. But they will mark the penalty off, so we'll wait and see here what's going to happen.
And I guess while we're waiting right here, we'll do our Saturday scoreboard after this play. If they're able to get one more play off.
Well, if it's on the defense, horse collar, they will get one untimed down. I do believe that's the rule. So they're marking it off this way, so... Well, they should be switching sides unless they're not here at this level. Oh, they did switch it off. They're marking it off going the other direction. They're going to mark it off from this. Okay.
That makes sense.
Now he's going to walk it off. But that's going to do it for the third quarter of play here at Coburn Field with the Musselman Green holding a 31-0 lead over the Jefferson Lions. And we're going to take a quick commercial break and hear a word from our sponsors. You're watching Home Team Sports TV.
Here at Home Team Sports TV, we're here to highlight our local businesses and our student athletes and put them on a path to success. Through our social media platforms and our live event production, we look to shine a light on our local community and our talent from our student athletes.
Home Team Sports TV is more than a brand, it's a movement. We're combining creativity and...
And we're back here at Coburn Field. Musselman Green moving the football. And there's Eric Cruz taking the handoff, trying to bounce it to the outside, breaks a tackle, still on his feet, down near the 30-yard line, close to another Musselman first down.
And I see Cruz with the ball. Obviously, he's about the same size as Barrett. Doesn't necessarily have the speed or the strength that he does. And I think that's what makes it so interesting for Barrett, because usually you have 3 players. One's the fastest, one's the strongest, and one's the biggest. And when you have one player who is the best at all 3 of those on your team, that's just a recipe for winning.
That's right, yeah. So 2nd and 1 now for Musselman here. We got Barrett's going to back to throw. He's looking for a receiver. Can't hang on to it. That was number 21, Christian Love. Still trying to throw the ball around a little bit. We still have a running clock, so even on an incompletion here, up 31, the clock is still going to continue to run here in this fourth quarter.
As long as the deficit stays over 30, the clock will continue to run, except for timeouts. And if official has an official timeout, that's when the clock will stop as well, too.
So a little power set formation. Handoff goes to Cruz, trying to get off tackle. Nowhere to go there. Cruz might have gotten back to the line of